AoE bonus gold component based on team net worth difference is reduced, so that's just like less of a comeback mechanic.
Yeah.
That's like pretty much what everyone was complaining about. Kind of why probably it's at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Like the details, if you click it.
It's like a little far. AoE bonus. Here, I'm gonna get. Corey, do you want to read it?
What?
Do you want to read it?
I can read it.
Okay. Maybe I.
We can take turns or whatever.
Don't know if my
Let's
mouse
go this
goes
way?
that far, dude.
Let's try. If I can get it over here, I'll read it.
Do you want me to feed you? Do your beer? I'll be your beer man. Yeah, you got it. Get this dirty dishes out of here, manager. Let's go. Okay.
Okay. Melee lane creep bounty reduced from 43 to 47%. Range creep reduced from 48 to 45. Hero kills are worth 10% more, so basically encouraging fighting more than farming.
I'm like
overall.
kind of wondering why they did the change to the creep bounty. Just because like I feel like people are already fighting a lot. Like the game's like pretty team fight dependent. Maybe it's just because they did a nerf to like the comeback mechanic. So they figured that they may as well like give people like a reason to still fight as opposed to like put the meta just like back to what it was, which was like essentially either like split pushing or death ball. So
They also did something, I think it was melee range creep, like they add an extra one at every 15 minutes instead of like every 17.5 minutes or something.
So yeah, you get
Yeah,
really
sure.
There's actually a few more creeps in the game.
creep waves get
earlier.
bigger a little faster.
bigger, faster. Okay, where does it say that?
That's like later, I think. I think they also like nerfed neutral bounty
Remote
gold.
sunk
So.
in. Okay.
Okay, reduce the direct hero last hits bounty by 100 and redistribute that gold into an AoE in the ratio of 175, 40, 25, 20 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heroes.
So
Okay, someone explain that to me. I'm not the smartest guy.
So
I'm
if you're
the smartest tool in the shed.
So it looks like if one person gets the kill, they get 100% of it. If two people get it, they both get 75% of it. So overall, you're getting 150% total. 3 people get 40%, and then 4 and 5. So at 4 and 5 people, you get the same amount of gold, and it's split evenly. But at 2 and 3, you get more gold overall, I think is what it's saying.
Okay. Keep going. These ones are boring ones. I want to get to the heroes. Actually, these are probably the ones that are going to change the game the most. As boring as they are.
Probably. AoE bonus gold is now distributed based on the relative net worth amongst the heroes involved in killing the hero by plus or minus 25%.
So if you kill their most farm guy, you get more gold. Killing their least farm guy, you get less gold.
It's like Meepo nerfs. More Meepo nerfs.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. The amount of AoE bonus gold given is now increased/decreased by up to 20% based on the dying hero's relevant rank and net worth amongst all the enemies on that team.
Okay. Sweet. Instead of buyback temporarily preventing unreliable gold gain, it now reduces all gold gain. Oh, that's kind of cool. You see, I like that because buying back like
It's too strong.
buying back right now. Well, no, that's a buff to buying back. Wait,
Well,
what's-
it's a buff and a nerf. Because like instead of if you like, what happens is heroes like Storm and like Spectre or whatever, really good buyback heroes that you buy back.
oh,
like win a fight and
that's
win a
total.
huge team fight.
That's total gold.
So instead of you getting all of the reliable
Yeah,
gold from winning a team fight, you only get
okay.
60% of it
Yeah, okay.
regardless.
So that's pretty much nerfing like the bullshit like get a bloodstone and then respawn 3 times in a base defense thing with like the sniper. Not sniper doesn't get a bloodstone, but like the Zeus Storm
It's
stuff.
basically
And then, like,
buyback defense.
Actually buffing just like casually defending with buyback.
Yeah.
It's like you won't get as much gold as you would
gotcha,
normally
okay.
coming back.
So that's just a change to like purely unreliable gold gain now.
It's also nice so that if you accidentally if you waste a buyback or something, like they retreat after the buyback,
Yeah.
you can at least still
Yeah.
Because
Oh, that's great.
buybacks have been like you can get devastated by like using a buyback and then it being like a really shitty one. So it's making it more like I don't know.
Yeah.
You can be really far ahead and then do a buyback and then you get nothing from it and then you're just like screwed. So
Okay. Where were we?
it's the guy on a right at grill. Fuck you, bud.
Merely barracks team bounty increased from 175 to 275. Range barracks team bounty increased from 100 to 225. So just a little more gold from barracks.
I'm so confused as to why he keeps buffing that. He keeps making them give more and more bounty.
I guess for more of an advantage.
Just more gold.
For getting
more
racks.
gold focused on taking objectives, basically,
Yeah.
rather than just like farming. Tier 2 and 3 towers armor reduced, so it's a little easier to push tier 2 and tier 3 towers.
Yeah. I kind of wonder how big that is. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I feel like it can actually.
Probably is, especially with like
Well,
when you have armor
like,
reduction.
yeah, AC, Deso, like that's actually like pretty huge.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have like a Deso, that's -7, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then
And Deso got cheaper too, but
Did
that's
it?
later.
okay, I think Deso got cheaper. I think it's gonna be OP, but so Deso. Frig, I would like to get up a goddamn calculator. If you have Deso and then AC, is AC 5?
Yeah.
AC, so it's
12.
12.
So it'll be at 10 armor.
So that's 10 armor.
So-
And then keep in mind, armor scales
Yeah.
logarithmically. So the more armor you reduce now, like it's actually gonna like armor reduction on towers is actually gonna be like huge now because
Yeah.
it's exponential since it's logarithmic growth the other way. It's exponential this way. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's really huge.
Okay.
Deso buff, dude. What are you laughing at?
So this is the thing I was talking about.
Jenkins, I had sex with your brother, and when he came, he yelled, "Andrew." Should I be worried? I'm gonna
That's-
kick your ass.
That's normal.
Okay,
That's fine.
This is what I was talking about earlier with the extra melee creeps.
Okay.
So from 15 or 17, every 17 and a half minutes to every 15 minutes, additional creeps spawn.
That's pretty cool.
And extra range creeps and siege creeps.
So this
lot
just
there
this just
as
seems
well.
like to be a buff to like game momentum in general, as in
I think it just speeds up the game overall.
yeah games are
just,
gonna
like slightly.
games are gonna end earlier like very
Yeah.
slightly at least from this. Who the hell knows when it's actually in practice?
It's very small though.
That's what she said.
Creeps now made
That's
slightly closer to the dire safe lane. So
There's
this,
somebody else. Yeah.
this is like nerfing the radiant off lane basically. It's always been like
Stop
Oh,
very
yeah.
strong,
threatening the
so it's kind of
viewers.
like balancing it again.
This guy's not a casual viewer. He's a little fucker. Trust me.
Ancient Black Dragon bounty reduced from.
So that's all the
So
ancients
this is like all
Yeah.
neutrals getting.
and the big
nerfed
satyr.
gold.
Yeah, that's that's honestly kind of like pretty nice.
Health
'cause-
Parrot got reduced health too. That's nice.
So this is just like more like fighting essentially. Like he wants you to like get gold from like killing people.
Yeah.
Like, doing ganks. This
Like-
might also be like a ganking meta, just like purely like looking at this.
Oh, Mud
so
Golem's
far.
got completely reworked by the way. Really
So
Oh, I saw
that
that.
affects Chen the most. I mean, as far as farming him, it doesn't
Enchantress
really
too,
matter.
yeah.
The biggest thing is the stun they can throw now. It's like a mini
Like a
brewmaster.
stun. Yeah.
Well, actually, it helps Enigma's jungling a lot better and
Oh,
Bat
yeah.
Rider.
That
You can actually
Perfect.
farm Mud Golems in a Bat Rider stack.
Oh yeah. I didn't
Roy,
actually do that.
that's for us. We're supposed to read that because we're doing
Roy,
the talking.
you can just read it on there.
You can literally read
You're
it.
reading.
It's a lot harder for us to
It's
read
very
that. That's
hard
the
to
whole
read.
reason it was here.
That was you literally
I
just
don't know,
took.
man. I don't know, man.
Taking this back.
I don't know, man.
Managers don't get nice things.
Okay, so they no longer sold me the 50% mag resist instead. No armor anymore, which is nice, easier to farm. They split into two smaller mud golems called shard golems. When they
Oh, yeah.
die, they have 30% of the original unit's health and damage, and only live for 60 seconds. Mud golems' movement speed increased by 40. Mud golems and also shard golems have a new active ability, Hurl Boulder. 0.6 second stun, 125 damage, 30 second cooldown, 800 range. So there's like a team fight that happens around fucking mud golems or something. Like Satyr's blasting was always like something really scary.
No, I
right?
don't. Wait, they don't automatically cast it though.
I'm sure they will, just like all the other. Fucking
No, they said they don't.
It says it's
Where does it
only
say that?
if you dominate the creep.
Yeah.
That's the only way they cast it.
Yeah.
They do not automatically
Okay,
cast
they
this.
do not always. Okay, that's.
So it's
good.
it's rescaled. So
That's
the
good.
total value for the camp stays the same.
Enchanters can take those creeps too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I think like that's actually
Damage is actually
that's
quite
a
a bit
lot of
for early
damage.
game,
Yeah, that's a lot of
yeah.
damage. And 30-second cooldown, 800 range.
Yeah, 800
That's
range.
that's a lot.
125 damages. It's like almost a.
And the fact that they're faster now too,
I
makes
mean,
it so you can actually kind of.
You can use that to set up like a Leshrac stun, like anything like that.
Yeah.
It's very small, but yeah.
That's what she said.
Gold EXP bounties rescaled,
That's
so the total value
You
for
like
each
that,
camp
Joe?
remains the
Keep saying
same.
it.
Mud golems, okay, so just saying that the gold's rescaled, so it's all the same.
Yeah.
Do you retain gold or the?
Heroes
The shark
achieved by
golems.
units under your control now provide EXP credit to your hero.
Yeah, the
That
little
seems like
golems.
Spirit Bear.
Yeah,
golems,
you do keep control of the little golems.
Familiars,
Yeah.
etc. Necrobooks, I'm sure. That's cool.
Okay, I totally zoned out because there's.
So you get EXP for like global creeps
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
kill
Okay,
things.
okay.
Like
That's
Visage
good.
familiars, if they get like a double
Yeah,
clutch, you die in a team
honestly,
fight, you
honestly,
get a
I,
bunch of
I feel
EXP.
like that's just something that like needed to be in the game in the first place.
Yeah.
Because it's like it only makes
I was
sense.
gonna say,
Shoot
scoot down a
down.
little bit, some neutral coming in.
We got Newsham coming out.
Someone was asking if you keep control of the shard golems, and Shredder said
Yeah,
right.
you do. It's just
Yeah.
like anything else. It's like the troll skeletons.
Yeah. You get control of their
What are
shared
shard
units.
They're the little things mud golems spit out when you kill them now.
Okay.
So okay, we'll just quickly go over what we covered. It's like all the gold things.
I
that
read.
they
I
changed.
just watched most of that, but I didn't
Okay.
see. I stopped at the mud golems.
Okay. Here goes the cheap. Okay, we just talked about that.
Try to say it clearly.
Melee attacks now miss if the target is farther than 350 range.
Okay.
That's almost just like a bug fix,
Thank
really.
God, yeah, because
It's like-
that seems like like not a bug fix, but it's like putting like kind of like a band-aid over it.
Yeah.
Because I'm so sick of like getting void bashed or like hit by an Ursa.
Ursa or
Like
PA.
literally
killing you.
like 1,000 range, and it's like please, like that just shouldn't be in the game. That's just like thank God. I mean, it makes sense. That's how it works. That's how spells work too. If you cast
Yeah.
it once you're in range, it's going to go. If you can get, I don't know, some.
They sped up all pick drafting
Alright.
time.
That's good.
Slightly faster. That's nice. Following
Alright, I'm
abilities
going
no
to need
longer.
you to read this one completely and fully out loud to me.
Yeah,
Lord.
following abilities no longer ignore units classified as ancients.
Somebody's
Neutral
foundering.
agents, Warlock's Golem, etc.
Why
Ice
not?
Vortex, Manavoid, Berserker's Call, Bloodright,
It was
Blade
Canada.
Flurry, Omni Slash,
so
Torrent,
main
Ghost Ship,
attack,
Smoke Screen, Static Remnant, Primal Roar, Earth Spike, Heartstopper Aura, Shrapnel, Golem's Immolation, Sticky Napalm, Primal Split, blah, blah,
Are you
blah,
really-
blah, blah,
You can
blah.
stop now.
I think, yeah, you're done. You're a little too much to drink. I'm gonna take this from you. Okay.
Okay.
So that's I looked through this and I looked through it like 2 times. Please, someone tell me if meat hook's in there. I really don't think it is.
You can control F and search for
No,
it.
it's you're gonna f up everything. I'm not gonna swear because it's a PG stream. It's seriously, I don't think meat hook's in there. So that's really good because I was almost
Damage block
worried.
no longer affects physical spells. It's like a nerf to Crimson Guard, basically.
And
Vanguard.
even stout in the lane.
And Stout,
Yeah.
yeah. That means like heroes like Bristol are gonna get.
Well, I don't. I
It
think
didn't
quills.
work with
It did.
Bristle.
Quills
physical
were one of the
spells,
few
okay.
Yeah,
exceptions.
it was like a
that
exorcism
didn't get
and
blocked
like the
by
razor
stout.
ulti. You're getting blocked by that sort of
Oh,
stuff.
okay. That's good for those heroes. then.
Cast
A little bit
behavior
stronger.
while turning has been
I
adjusted.
read through that. I don't
What
even
is
know
it?
what the hell that means. I guess it's slight. They
Oh,
fixed
wow, look at-
something a
look
little
at
bit.
that.
This too.
Dude, it's gonna be one of these
It's
changes.
the problem that they were having with like blink daggers, where you'd like try to blink and cast a spell, but there was like a weird threshold with
Oh.
your turn rate, and like
What else
how
is that?
far you return. Like so, if you like tried to blink and then
This is
cast,
Christian
the blink wouldn't go off sometimes.
Yeah.
It was that kind of problem.
Yeah, that okay. Thank God that's not just. I always thought that was just me, like a me issue, and I would just be like,
No.
"Oh, so it's the game. It wasn't me."
Okay, reworked.
Bro, you know they can hear you
Balancing,
mumbling. By the
disabling
way,
behaviors.
it's a very clear pickup on the mic. So when you're mumbling,
You sound like a fucking crazy
It's
person.
funny. Someone's like, "Do I see a penis on the street?"
so
it's
should
not
us on the street?
it's not a
Relax.
penis.
It's okay.
It's not a penis.
It's a carrot.
Just leave it alone.
Right, we know you're like pleased sexually by these sort of things, but like that's like on you, dude. That's like
Gotta
totally,
relax.
that's totally okay. You just gotta relax, man. Like we're okay with that sort of thing in this house.
So now that they added break, they're like making it obvious what the difference is between silencing spells and passive abilities.
Mute, break. Okay.
Mute
Yeah.
disables the ability to cast items.
What was that
Items.
called in Han?
Oh, so
Whatever.
like hex and shit.
Like
Okay.
mistake.
You remember what it was called in Han?
Break disables the bonuses.
Do they have a
Let's
of
go, beer
passive
right now.
abilities.
terminology for
Corey,
this?
please.
Yeah.
Scepter
I'm doing
Doom,
patch
now,
passive
so give
me a beer.
abilities. Previously
Thank you.
small portion of passive abilities are disabled by Doom and some others.
Do you want a refill on your beer? Corey's
I'm
gone
getting
for-
myself.
I'll finish it first. So you want to continue?
I mean, somebody who read it
It's-
just do like a
It's like
paraphrasing.
silencing, but for
Passive.
items.
Okay, that's muting.
Well, muting is silencing for items. Break is silencing for
Passive.
for
passives.
passives. Okay. So did anything change with this, or is this just like verbiage?
This is because of the new items
Okay.
and other things.
which we haven't
So
already.
I guess some things,
Yeah.
Doom and Hex, some things they didn't
Thank you.
both affect, but now they'll affect the
Follow
same
that.
things.
I know it's a lot. It's fine.
I don't even know. This is just like you're probably gonna have to mess up to learn all of these.
None of us are underage drinking, by the way. We're all of age, so
I'm pretty sure.
put that in your pipe.
Did
and
they
smoke
add
it, bud.
anything new, or is it just the same stuff? I assume it's just the same stuff. It's just
Oh,
like you said. verbiage.
evasion doesn't get disabled by Hex or Doom anymore.
Wait, really?
Since
Yeah.
break does not affect items.
Huh.
No
Okay.
different than plate mail being disabled.
Well, that's actually pretty huge, honestly.
Yeah, that is pretty huge. That's like a
Yeah.
big PA buff as well.
Oh yeah.
No longer special classification. Yeah. So like there's like they pretty much took away all special
Don't get on
classifications or something.
We'll get in trouble.
Right, that is seriously so dangerous. We have a
So-
manager sitting here without a shirt on, right next to the
And this is
screen.
because they removed
they
the
literally
break
can't see
mechanic from Hex. So now that they've separated, they can like actually choose what they want rather than
Yeah.
just having it
Yeah,
be
that's
the way it
that's
was.
good. I like that they're doing that with the game. It's like taking these like really confusing things that were like in like a '90s engine, like early 2000s engine, and then like making it.
It's
It's
not
no longer
breaking it
disables
down for you.
invisibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it didn't used to do that.
Yeah, it did.
There was a point where it didn't do that.
It disabled like
Sure.
Mickey's invisibility and shit.
How long is
No, I know it
Dawn
did,
Arena?
like-
But like for like
now, but for
like on Clinks it didn't.
yeah.
It's very small.
That's because it's a passive.
Asteroid small.
Or it wasn't.
It's micro.
Okay, so Ring of Health, Void Stone, or Venom moves. So you can buy like Battle Fury in the base now without having to.
That's
Send
that's
courier
that's
around.
honestly pretty cool. I
Oh
like that.
wow, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
that's-
Venom at level 1 too would be pretty
Yeah.
nice. Like,
Yeah, that's
Move Playmail, Talisman Invasion, and Ultimate
the
Orb
shop.
from the base to the secret shop. So you can buy it. Okay, so you can't buy it. Oh, full hex. Never mind. Secret shop.
I don't know how much that really. That's good. That's so hero based that it's really hard to
Playmail's-
like evaluate.
Playmail and
what's-
Talisman Invasion are kind of a big deal actually, though, because those are items that you would buy like as like
But
desperation
can you
value
still
items,
buy
like
them?
when to
Can you
play.
still buy these items from the side shop? That's like the question.
Yeah, they didn't change the side
So
shop.
that's-
Added Void
well,
Stone
play-
to side shop. Apparently, that's pretty big.
Oh,
And
yeah,
Mantle
full
of
Void Stone? Yeah,
Intelligence,
that's
that's really big
and
too.
Mantle, wow.
Can you build an
Yeah.
entire battlefield at the side shot now?
No, you still need the Claymore
yeah,
from the
the-
base.
Oh, okay.
But other than that,
You
it's
can
like
get the.
you can get the
1200.
you can get the broadsword. Yeah.
that's what-
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Runes
Runes
now
have-
have a higher hitbox.
All right,
per
so level 1
runes.
runes aren't just like who got lucky.
Yeah.
Oh,
good
yeah.
I guess.
That's so stupid. People like abusing the like showcase mode. That's like one of those like skill cap things that's just like so silly because it's like
It could just get you killed too.
it could just get you really easily killed. It wasn't fun. Just like randomly duking it out, just like get a rune out like total random. But that's a nice change. I like that. They're like streamlining the game to something that's like less like lame when it comes to like these like weird mechanics. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And I say that, and watch they're gonna like make it so like some hero could just give some other hero aghanims or something. Watch.
Armor now shows the decimal places in the hover tooltip. It's just seeing exactly what your armor is, I guess.
So yeah.
Fixed buyback respawn time penalty being reset if you die.
I didn't know that was even a thing. I guess if you died with Aegis, your buyback would be up. Is that what it's saying? I didn't know if that was a thing. I didn't know about it.
How did nobody pick up on that if that was a thing? It's pretty insane.
Buyback
actually.
respawn timer penalty. So if you die-
Wait.
Respawn.
It's
Oh
only
no,
increased
they
spawn
mean the
time.
increased spawn time.
What?
So if you bought back, you got the Aegis, you died twice, your respawn time would be normal
Oh,
instead
what
of
the hell?
having the extra.
Yeah, that's just
Oh,
a-
so that's just a bug fix. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only heroes no longer restricted from buying bash.
Timing that shit.
Oh.
Okay, so this is good for heroes like Slardar, where you can't buy an Abyssal.
That's. I thought they.
That's all it
Like,
used
you
to
literally
be.
just
I
don't
thought
buy
they
it.
took that out of the game because it was like absurdly broken. I didn't play that much Dota 1. You guys
They
did.
still
Well,
can't
they
use bash,
they
though,
don't get
from-
the passive.
Oh, they
bash,
didn't. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But you
so,
can still
so
Abyssal.
that's like purely like an engine thing. Again,
Yeah,
kind of.
I think this will affect
Maybe
Slardar the
yeah.
most out of these four.
Yeah.
Why?
It's really good damage for him, and it's like instant lockdown.
The Abyssal Blade, yeah. You can like
Yeah.
chain it after your shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also that makes like the BKB refresher build with the Abyssal Blade like something that's like viable in Slardar, which wasn't before. Because like refresher BKB is like not as good
It's
as.
already something you can do on Void, so it's kind of a thing.
Yeah.
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 Okay, here's heroes.
Okay.
Nice.
Borrowed time can now be cast while disabled. I honestly don't think that changes Abaddon that much. Is there anything that you guys think that would affect?
It'd be for heroes like in Burst, you like Lion and stuff. And, like,
Yeah.
Well, you can't use it while you're
Access.
hexed, but
right, because
not
that
that big of
would
a change,
apply
honestly.
mute
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
just
I
move on.
feel like that just
Just
makes
a
that
little
just like
thing
that
that
just like
just,
makes
like-
sense.
Yeah,
That's
it's
just
small.
okay.
But this one's huge.
Okay, Alchemist is like one of the biggest changes. Maybe it's a gimmick. Maybe it's like really huge. We'll see.
I think it's gonna encourage like some weird like
Un-
4-1 strat or
yeah.
something.
Unstable concoction can now be seen by enemies. So that's I'm assuming that's just a nerf.
The
to-
timer.
The timer, yeah. And then it now has a targeting cursor. That makes sense. That's just like a UI buff, I guess. Grievel's Greed now grants 4 times gold bounty from runes
So that's what 400 gold.
at level
For the
1.
level
Yeah,
1 bounty?
that's
Oh my lord.
it's a lot of money, boys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
It's like
Alchemist.
boots, it's boots right there.
Oh,
Al-
and you can't forget this. You can like not stun yourself anymore. Basically, if you're not stunned or like silenced when you're about to stun yourself,
You can actually target an area. on
you
the
can just
ground.
target an area.
Oh wait, wait. Oh shit! I didn't realize. Okay, so that can literally target the ground.
I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
think so.
now has an area targeting.
I think it just has
Or
like
maybe
the
it's
AoE
just the
visual.
cursor.
That's what I was
mouse
thinking, but
over.
you
Oh,
said
That
target.
is
so
what
you
it
can
is.
see how big it is.
That'd be
Oh,
stupid.
okay.
if
We,
you
we
could
should
just-
we
Yeah.
should
I was
we
about
should
to say,
test
it's
that
like-
because if that's AoE on the ground, that's
It's not,
like
it's
that's
not.
like unreal.
From the way they worded it,
I'm
it's
just
just
an
a.
No, it makes
Yeah.
it's so you can see how big the
Yeah.
sun will be.
That's-
Yeah,
what
that'd
I
be
was
pretty
thinking.
dumb if you could just AoE.
See, but the thing is, I don't know why they would nerf unstable concoction if what you said isn't true. So I feel like that might actually be true.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they would nerf
So-
unstable concoction just to buff the Aghanims, because I think Alchemist is so shit right now that they need to do something like this.
I
So
think-
unless they
I
actually
think-
change the
I
ability,
think
I don't-
Iceborg thinks that this Alchemist Aghanims thing
think
might
so?
be too strong.
Alright, well, we'll test it.
Someone said it's like anti-mage as old.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Shows you that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of okay.
Exactly
So
what
that's
I
what I
expected.
first like
I was
interpreted.
trying to think of the
as.
spell.
Now.
Okay, so Alchemist can literally put an Aghanims on someone else, which will consume the Aghanims
Permanently.
permanently.
It's like a 7th item
And they,
slot.
they get the stats and the HP and mana.
So
pool
I
from it.
think this
Did you
was
just give it to
something that
someone for the stats? Do they even?
Yeah.
can, yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
You
So-
can like win a team fight with it or something. I don't know.
it was like direct. This was like directly taken from Reddit, I think. Like I think,
Is it?
yeah, it's just like to make it so like Alchemist has a reason to get like super ridiculously farmed.
Yeah.
Is that he can just keep pumping more Aghanims into like himself or his teammates.
Yeah.
Could you
It only
imagine
goes a
just
stack. You can only do it once.
Thing
On
is,
each
you
person.
could be an alchemist carry and you could just give Aghanims to your supports
multiple
too.
Yeah.
instances. Okay, still, but
It's not even just about alchemist support. Like you could be a carry that like over farms, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
he like over farms a lot.
Well, dude, Alchemist
And then-
support is really good here
Yeah, you
because
can
he gets 4 times
You
the
can have
bounty
6
gold.
item slots plus an eggs for yourself and your teammates, so you can be like 11 slotted almost.
Yeah, you can just like buy Aghanims for all your teammates.
Yeah.
Wait, since
If you're like a
Alchemist
carry
can
out.
target himself, could he like put it on himself and wait in
Yeah.
a group fight and give someone stats and like save him by giving him stats at the last second? Is
I
that a
think so,
thing?
yeah.
I guess
He
so.
doesn't.
You can only do it once though.
Yeah.
No, I know, but
But
yeah. I just thought it said he could target himself.
I
was
wonder if
thinking,
it's
why
gonna
you'd
be
even-
like
To give yourself the stats.
if it's gonna be if Alchemist is gonna be played as a
Free on
carry
the
or
slot.
as like a kind of
I think
greedy
it's just the
support
free
now.
slot.
I think you could do either. I think the carry might be like really legit, just because like
Because you
you
could
used
get
to have the problem where you'd hit a timing where you're like really big, and if you couldn't end the game, then you just sit there with your 6th slot. But then like once they have their
Yeah.
6 slots, they can be stronger than you.
I mean,
yeah.
So then it's not that point where like people always want to have like the 6th or 7th slot item or the 7th or 8th slot item, like the Necro Book and Refresher. Instead, you could just buy Aghanims for your team. Like you just buy an Aghanims for your fucking support Witch Doctor. You can just go for a BKB or
he
something.
he
Yeah,
still has the
that's
same
actually a
problem
really
where
good
he's
point.
like super squishy,
Right.
and then like also like really shitty, and when he's like behind in farm.
Yeah.
So he's still so this might actually be less of a buff than the bounty rune thing.
Mhm.
At least I feel like the bounty rune thing might be the change that actually bridges the gap so that the Aghanims buff makes sense
Yeah.
in terms of his competitive like viability.
Yeah,
It could
I was gonna say,
also-
'cause I don't know if it's enough of a change to like make him that
Yeah.
worthy of
It's pretty sick
picking.
as a support though if you get the first bounty rune, especially like,
Yeah.
or like a lot of bounty runes, even just like getting them over and over again. If you're like roaming with a bottle or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
you just
kinda-
keep getting bounty runes. You're just gonna get so much extra gold.
It's like what I was
The
thinking,
game.
just like the amount of gold
Yeah.
you get from those
People are
runes.
saying like Alk and Tiny, like that's a pretty good combo. Just give
Yeah.
Tiny and eggs.
Someone in chat actually might have a
Yeah, shit like that too.
good
Like
point.
it's all these heroes that just don't want to build Ags. Like Razor, he Ags
420
is so good on him, but he
Dragons
doesn't
get
want to buy
naked.
him.
This is so sexual.
Someone
This
in
is
chat
so much
said that
sexual.
someone in chat said that you get it from all rooms, not just bounty rooms. It's,
No.
it's- that's
Or
the way that
gold
it's
bounty.
worded.
No, it's
Other runes don't
No.
give gold.
Well, from bounty
Other
runes.
rooms don't give gold, so they get 4 times nothing.
I'm just gonna start reading chat.
2K
What time's
managers,
gold?
stop talking now. Right
reading
now.
chat.
Managers, getting beer and not talking. Managers.
I will talk and drink all the beer I want. You can fuck off.
No,
I think-
you can drink beer.
I think the eggs could be good if you have like a Sven or a Luna too.
Sven, Luna, Razor, Tiny.
Luna. What's Luna's Aghanims do now?
Oh,
So you
it's-
gotta.
We'll get there.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
I think Sven's like a really good
Then
one.
we're just
though.
kind of
Do you have like an Abaddon, maybe carry Abaddon? I don't know. That's
Or
like,
what if
ever
you
gonna be a
did
thing.
carry Alk with support Sven?
What? How many
and just
viewers
give
are
your
we at?
Sven
Just out of
eggs?
curiosity.
That's what I'm saying. Like shit like that. You can
Yeah.
just do
What's
crazy.
what's
stuff.
Check on Roy's
what's the
computer.
okay?
Wait, Morphling has
It's
an
Axe?
axe?
actively updated
What's the
on it.
viewer count? Hey, check it for a post on Reddit. Just out of curiosity. Okay, 1,000.
1011.
That's good. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a pretty cool change.
1100
What other
is
heroes? Do you have like a
Chilling
heroes
Touch.
list so you can look at everything?
Okay. Ancient Apparition.
So it's
Oh,
just like
hell
a
yeah.
necessity
Chilling Touch.
thing.
Okay, yeah,
So
I'm
when this
so
guy chilling
sick.
touches me,
I'm
and I'm
so
like,
sick of getting
Sven trying to hit the base. It's like,
That's
oh shit,
fucking
I'm
funny.
hitting with the fucking
Yeah,
Shivas.
we're like
That is funny.
literally like in an official against like I don't know E-Hug
You
or
know
Wheel or
it's funny.
something, and he's like,
You
"Hey,
know
you guys
it's
want to
funny.
hit the tower slower?"
You know
Puts
it's
Chilling
funny.
Touch on us. It's
like-
funny. It's real funny. Yeah.
It's like
It's
Iceberg
pretty
saying
fucking
you can
hilarious.
disable help from these idiots.
Yeah. So if your team,
By
if your
yourself.
team wants to like troll you, you can not get trolled
Oh,
and still like
man.
get the buff.
Yeah.
Okay, so axe nerfs, slight axe nerfs. I kind of like this because I feel like a lot of heroes actually deal with axe really well.
Mhm.
I feel like this is a pretty big one, triggering when the attack lands, but rather than when
They
they
do
start.
that with,
Sometimes you could accidentally like,
Yeah.
if you have a really fast
Especially with,
attack
like-
animation,
What?
you'd accidentally start an attack
Especially
on
with,
it.
if you play with auto attack on or auto attack after a spell, shit like that can happen also. Like you like eat a tree and like wanna like shift you to go somewhere else, you're still gonna have like a slight auto attack thing
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, and this is kind of
Culling blade movement.
What?
I said culling blade. Okay, I misspoke for just 1 second. Okay, you're gonna notice that. I'm done with this. I quit the team. Does E-Hug need an offlaner?
No, they have MJW. He's perfect. So.
Yeah.
No more beer for you. You cut off.
He's literally perfect.
we can trade
He's
MJW.
beautiful.
don't
Oh,
know
I really like
MJW.
that counter hit like thing. I'm
Stop
just
talking.
paying attention.
They did
to
that with Centaur's Return too, I believe.
Okay, culling
Did
blade.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay, because yeah, I remember watching people
Okay,
kill
so
themselves.
this
really
is just
sad.
like slight action nerfs, like good action nerfs.
Yeah.
I feel like
I like the Berserker's Cold
I
nerf.
feel like the cast point is already like a little too fast, like almost instant. You'd have to be like really fast to like.
Like you would always already have problems of like where
Holy
sometimes you
shit.
miss with that because they slightly get out of range because of the cast point.
Yeah.
So now it's just like it's a little harder to do it. Basically, it makes the hero a little harder.
Stop the gay shit. Just read the damn patch notes. Jesus Christ. Okay. Brain stat mana cost from 125, 150,
That's pretty huge.
175.
25 less it'll.
25 less
level.
all levels. Okay.
I
So it's
honestly
really
think
big
that's-
early game.
I really
units
think that's
affected by
huge.
Nightmare no longer provide vision. That makes sense. Okay, sure. Nightmare's
Huh?
End can now be.
So you can't see while you're nightmared around
Yeah.
you. Like if you're nightmared
get
and
it.
like
Wait.
you're
Okay,
alone,
no, no, no.
you can't
Do you
see
mean
shit,
for
right?
Bane?
No. It means for the enemy.
Oh,
Used to
Or
be able to see
allies,
it.
but
Yeah.
most usually enemy.
Ooh, that's
So like if you're like alone and you're nightmared, you have no idea what's going on around
Yeah,
you.
it's actually a good point.
that's like pretty insane.
Yeah.
That
Like
could-
they can't just TP in and like help. Like
They-
if they TP in to help,
They can't see the
they can't
positioning
see
of everyone.
exactly what's going on. So as soon as the person wakes up, the enemy could be completely different and move.
You can also
Oh,
do
wow.
that too.
That's like that's like kind of scary.
You don't know if
Wait.
they're gone or not. Like,
So they
It's a real
added
nightmare.
They added
Yeah.
Nightmare End. Is that going to be like an extra ability? Or
Nightmare.
what?
It already
That's
is.
already one.
If you're nightmared yourself.
Yeah, I know, but look,
But
and
yeah.
all other existing nightmares.
Oh.
But if he has it up again, can he just cast?
Yeah, I wonder if it'll be a secondary ability because technically you could have like 2 nightmares going at once
Yeah,
if like
exactly.
Alright,
the
there was
first
so
one
much foam in
kept
this
going
that
back
I
and
have
forth.
like
I think
an inch of beer left.
I think
Oh my
basically
God.
what that means is like instead of it
Thank you.
being where because you'd already
I would've
have
done
you'd
that.
already have Nightmare End, right? It's already an ability he has when he uses it
Relax.
But it
himself.
activates when he uses. Yeah.
So instead, it's basically just saying that you can use it on other nightmares
Well,
too.
you
So
did.
it's, instead of it just not being there,
Yeah,
it's
but
just used on someone else. It'll be there this time, as it normally
so
is
you
with yourself.
can't. So you can't sleep multiple people now. If
No,
you're-
it's just saying that you can wake up enemies and allies and yourself. Like if you
Alright,
like
we'll see
select
how
your
it works,
ally,
I
they don't
guess.
have to be staying asleep. You can wake them up whenever. I think that's what it means.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty much you have more
So you
control
don't have to
over
have
the
someone.
nightmares.
So you don't have to have someone fucking break you out. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Flame break
Flame
damage.
break and you Corey.
Instant.
I
So
love
flame
you.
break damage got
I
reduced.
love you, baby girl.
What the
Can I
hell?
kiss?
Yeah, it's 50 per level.
Yeah, it's just like because that was like a lot of burst that Batrider provided, so that's kind of like
So technically,
Yeah.
it does more damage. You have a bunch
and
of stacks.
firefly damage reduced. No,
very weird.
these are nerfs.
Wait,
but
no,
that's-
this is the completely changing flame break. It's no longer burst damage.
yeah, it's,
Yeah, that's what we said.
So I'm saying.
And it's less damage
It's
overall.
less-
Technically, if you have a
less
bunch,
damage.
It's only
so
2/3
technically,
of
if
the
you have
damage.
more, what's it called though? Wouldn't it be more eventually?
What?
If you have more napalm stacks. Technically,
Oh,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I guess
eventually
that's,
it'd be
that's
more
true.
damage.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
it's just changing it from.
But
burst
you'd have to
to-
have like a.
Yeah, it has to be more
ridiculous-
damage.
Well, I think
because
you could
it's a
only get
dot.
like one more napalm
That's
on
what-
it.
It
that's
like
what
so
it like has
it
to be more
wouldn't-
damage because it's a dot. Like
Yeah.
that's how Ice Rock balances the game. Like burst damage is usually less, but
No,
dots
this is,
usually do
this
more
is less
overall.
damage.
Well, it's less.
It's
If
a
you have
dot.
napalm, it can do more.
Oh,
Firefly
I
da-
actually
It's just
didn't
it's just
know
like
that.
it's just like completely changing.
They nerfed Firefly damage again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But one with the
Oh my
mud
that
God.
golem,
sucks, dude.
It's
It's already
10
so
damage.
bad at level 1.
It's half the
so
damage at level
bad.
1.
with the mud golem change though, I wonder if it's not that big of a hit to him because now
I
he can
really
take stacks
think
of
that's
mud
not that
golems.
big of a hit to Bat. I still
Yeah.
think Bat is
He's
too
still like
Ooh.
the best initiator.
For
That's
what?
a good
It's
point.
just
Yeah.
slowing down his
What?
farming rate
Flame
again.
break cancels blink. That's a good point. You can like.
Oh, that's true.
comes stay on them.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
That's actually
It's a pretty big deal.
That's actually pretty
that
big.
might be a buff.
What is
That might actually be a buff.
The burst is pretty useful though.
actually? Yeah.
But if you okay, it does really suck at level 1 actually. That's actually
and when napalm's maxed, it's what 25 damage per
it's-
instance.
Yes.
So at one
yeah, it starts at 10 and then goes up by.
at one max napalm, flame break's doing the same damage as it used to, and at 2 it's actually doing more.
Mhm.
Yeah, but the thing is, people go for the two into napalm, and then they max flame break. So
Yeah.
it kind of
We'll
sucks
see. It
because
might-
flame break level 1 is just awful now.
Well, it could change the build. Like if you max
Kinda,
sticky
yeah.
now, like you could be doing more damage.
It's only 25
Yeah,
less. though,
maybe.
Since
so
it's
it's
No, I still think. Well, maybe
Wait,
maybe
wait,
like
wait.
two
it doesn't last as
two
long.
two max
You need to
2
get the
and then
4 seconds
last
for it to be.
I looked ahead.
Oh,
Why?
What?
Why is
well,
that
The
happening?
Beastmaster,
But
Beastmaster,
Beastmaster's
Beastmaster.
Yes.
getting-
or
Yeah,
all that
Beastmaster's just getting
stuff.
huge buffs. I don't know.
He's
This
already
guy's
so
already
good.
pretty
He
good.
doesn't need buffs right now.
I think
Top
he's
9's probably so happy right now. They pick this
yeah.
shit like every game.
The boar is so fucking annoying as a
Yeah.
carry. Holy
Everything
shit.
about that. I mean, those are like minor things, but he's already good, and that
Yeah,
shit
it's
adds up
nice.
really fast.
Just
Yeah.
makes his laning presence a lot
Honestly.
stronger, especially.
Which his laning presence was already
It's
very
already not
strong.
that bad, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the boar like literally slows for 40% at max level. It's already pretty stupid. And honestly, the attack point for the boar was like it was like the bristle before. Like it was always a little too slow.
Yeah.
Like it would be like that sort of shit. It's like come on, just hit faster.
Like what? What was that? What was the second part? No, the second part.
I don't remember what the second part was.
I guess. I don't know. Miss Ags upgrade things are so sick.
Okay.
Thirst bonus is
So-
scaled from 100 to 25%.
That's
Yeah.
like better at all points, I
Right.
Yeah.
guess. Because now it's maxed at 25% HP instead of 0.
Yeah, that's good.
Hmm.
That's
Vision
just like a
threshold.
straight buff. Roy, this is picking you up. Corey, quit panting. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. We love our managers. Thirst.
So
Thirst
maybe
vision.
we'll see some Bloodseeker. I don't know.
I think he's already like
People are
good. It's
starting
just
to-
people haven't figured out how to use
People
him
are
yet.
starting
Yeah, I
to
agree.
people are starting to get there.
It's
He
like-
might be good. It depends how the meta shifts, honestly. Like
It does.
I don't know how he
Like
fits in.
if I think if the meta shifted just because of like these other changes, I don't think they would need to touch him. He might be overpowered.
Yeah,
like
it
a
could
lot
be.
of these heroes might be overpowered.
Like if it
with
goes
the
to
meta
a team
shift.
fight meta, I don't know how good he'd be. He has that big ass AOE
Yeah.
silence.
If
could be good.
if it's a ganking meta, Jesus Christ, is he gonna be good?
Oh my god, looking at Bounty Hunter, he's looking good.
Yeah,
You're
Bounty
really
Hunter.
skipping ahead there, you little antsy
Likewise.
little guy.
Bounty
Bounty
Hunter, he's
Hunter's
doing
like changes
there.
are actually really
Don't
interesting.
put the other thing. Nush was gonna read
Yeah,
ahead. if you do
Nushav's
that.
cheating.
He's
It's
like
fine. He can control himself.
Yeah.
he can't control himself. He's
I
impulsive.
don't like looking at the bottom of the screen.
Bounty Hunter intelligence growth increase from. Okay, that's really nice for him.
Yeah, that's I mean, I feel like that's just to like.
I don't think it actually matters too much, but it's. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
feel like Icefark really wants Bounty Hunter to be a support.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Shuriken got
pretty
completely changed around. Does like more damage,
Way more damage.
more mana
The
cost.
scaling is actually correct now. Like,
And
it's
watch,
not
the
fucked.
cast
Yeah.
range is going to be glitched, like the Jug cast
Oh
range, so
my
it's
God.
actually going to be still
The
650.
level 1 or 150 damage. That's actually so sick.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of damage.
And 375 at max, that's a ton of damage.
Sure, you can tell questions.
Oh hey, it scales correctly now too, so you don't want
Yeah.
to just get.
Oh, cast
2
range
points.
reduced a bit. That's
Oh, look at
actually,
this, look at
that's
this, actually.
a big
Cast
deal.
range is
If-
reduced.
If Rubik with Ags steals Alchemist ult, can Rubik eat his Ags? That's
don't know.
that's a
Yeah, I
good
guess
question.
he
That's a
could.
damn good question.
It's like
I don't,
Spark.
I don't think it has to do with his ult though.
No, it just makes
It's just-
Ags
Oh, no,
a
wait, wait.
clickable item.
It has to do with the
Make
actual
use of
item.
One sec. Okay,
Has
so
like
if
a
Rubik
weird
gets
effect.
Ags, then he gets whatever Ags ult he steals. So if he steals an
Yeah.
Ags, he gets the Alchemist Ags
I guess
ult,
it depends
which
if
means
it's tied
that
to
the
Al-
Ags have become
No,
clickable.
It could just be
There's-
tied to Alchemist the hero himself,
Probably.
though.
It's
If-
tied
if-
to
so-
Alchemist.
It probably is,
Hero
but
itself.
it's still like a hypothetical, like interesting question.
If
I
you
mean,
get
there's a
an
Dota
Ags
2
on-
test. We should just test it tomorrow.
Yeah, we can test it tomorrow.
I like
Okay,
the track
sure
shot
can-
gold.
Shuriken toss mana cost.
Add
from-
Snapchat show boobs.
They increased Shuriken mana cost a little bit at the early level.
Just gonna do a shout
especially
out.
level 1.
We actually have a Patreon page set up. If you wanna add
Which one
us
is
to
it?
Snapchat,
The
one of
eggs?
those.
It's like $10 a month, I think.
$10 a
You
month.
can
We're
be
trying
in
to pay for the team
Leviathan
house.
Chat,
I think we're
Snapchat.
trying.
You can send us.
Shameless
You
plug.
can send us dick pics, and we'll have to like watch it. 'cause
We
you
have
paid
to
us
watch
money.
them because it's on there. If you send us dick pics, I'm not gonna enjoy it, but I'll watch it.
Shark
you okay?
Shuriken's bounce range from 900 to
So
1200.
if you can get the initial toss off, the Shuriken can jump really far now, like
Yeah,
running
jumps all
down
over team fight.
anyone. And this is really cool. I think track shows how much
Yeah,
gold
you can
the
like
enemy
check
is
buybacks.
carrying.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
That's actually
nuts.
insane.
Wow,
The
that's
fact that you
actually
can check
nuts.
buybacks.
It's like one of the coolest changes I've ever
That
seen.
that makes him a really ridiculous support hero. I think. Well, hero in general, but I feel like
You can just look at all the heroes like this hero doesn't have buyback. Fucking kill him and win the game.
yeah,
It's
honestly.
insane. Primal split units no longer provide a bounty when killed. Okay.
Little
whatever.
tiny brew push.
Tiny
I
boat.
guess.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Bruce fucking broken.
Oh fuck, pick brew.
So that's a pretty big deal because isn't his movement speed like percentage based from his ult?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like it's kind of it's not like huge, but it's like
Yeah, you're right.
It
That
stacks a little bit more.
Technically, that's like a bigger deal than it is for like a lot of other heroes.
Yeah.
You get that change.
Yeah. Also,
So-
I like this change a lot
I
because
do
before it
too.
was like level
Really
2
should,
view
yeah.
is just like what the
Yeah,
hell.
exactly.
yeah. it's really bad.
It's
Happened?
These are all like things that just like had to happen, but like just weren't in the game yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
For
forgot
whatever
because the
reason.
armor didn't have decimal points, right? Whatever.
Well, I think you could
That
have
too.
decimal armor still with
You still
because
had
agility
it. Yeah.
gave.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
on spells, they
yeah,
usually have flat numbers.
You could have decimal armor because Pudge is like 0.96
Well, I remember they
armor
showed it
level
at
Yeah.
the top or something. It showed
And
that they actually show.
I
the
think
full
that's
tip.
just showing. I think
Showing,
it's always
yeah,
been
that's
there.
what I'm saying.
They're
And I
just
feel
showing
like
it now.
just because since they show it,
It's
I feel like
you're-
that's probably.
Yeah, you're right because I
Probably encouraging
tested
that.
I tested that with Pudge because Pudge is
And the max level is actually improved. That's actually.
I
huge.
always used to buy one branch on Pudge because it would put you to 1 armor, and I had no idea that it didn't matter. Like you could have decimal armor and it'd be fine.
Yeah.
So this brood change is actually huge.
Why are they buffing Brood?
It's actually huge.
Wait, wow.
Why?
These are huge.
It's
buffs.
not an attack modifier.
No.
That's insane.
So what?
That's the one that applies to the
So
mischance.
she
too,
could get
right?
like
Yeah.
Orb of Venom for the laning phase
You can
now.
get a Vlad's.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm retarded.
You can get,
You could
bigger.
get a
You can get a
Vlad?
Deso.
The Oob would be really legit because it would stack.
Deso
with
might
Did
not
you
spells.
say
be-
you can get a Vlad?
You
You
would
get
stack with
Vlad's.
spells.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's what I said. Orb of Venom for laning phase.
That's
Nice.
It's like a free level.
Did-
up
You
did-
could get Mask
capacity.
of Madness.
Did Mom get nerfed?
Yeah, it did.
Less move speed.
And
But
touch
that's
speed, I think, right?
just move speed.
Scotty Overbrood.
Yeah, that's
Guy
pretty,
in the
that's
blue
pretty
is the
big.
hottest guy ever. Wow.
Ooh,
Yeah, he is.
I like that. I like
The
What?
whether orbs would be really sick on Brood now.
Hell, you can
Maybe
get
a
one.
late game.
You know what? Maybe I'm not the smartest tool in the goddamn shed. Okay.
Obviously, Deso would be pretty big because of
Oh wow,
your
modifiers.
spiders.
You can get Vlad.
Yeah,
Things
like
like
you can
that.
take towers
Oh,
fast.
yeah.
It's not that.
Also, something
These guys are distracting me.
Sorry.
Corey, fucking, let's go, fight them.
like I could see Broods just
Manager
getting like
fight right now.
I could
Okay.
see Broods just building like fucking like Oov medallion or something just to fucking like pick on support.
Yeah,
with that
we
shit.
saw
Shit like
the
that.
was it IG? They did the Broodmother and they did medallion with Dazzle,
yeah
and he would just
Yeah,
put the spiders
really
on someone,
gross.
get the medallion,
yeah it was well
and then like run someone down. Man, move on Brood. That's actually gonna be disgusting.
Yeah.
Like you could actually beat like a Bristle or something in lane, like a Bristle or
I was
Axe,
getting nerfed.
by just getting an Ooh,
Just
getting
running
incapacitating
away.
bite, and then run them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the slows will stack, right?
Alright,
It
go
just
down.
makes the support's job so much harder once he's like hitting like around level 5 and shit. When he actually is like
I can
And
sense some
maybe-
sexual tension between the dude in the blue and Jenkins.
Yes. Anyways,
It's there, yeah.
turn now triggers when attacks. That's pretty much the same as Axe.
yep,
Not too big of a
just a
deal.
consistency thing.
The Axe
And
though.
The Ags.
I really don't know.
Stampede reduces long time damage by
It,
70%.
it literally lets you run over things.
So when it says cliffs,
Yes.
that's what I'm thinking, right?
Yes.
'Cause that just sounds retarded.
Everything
but-
you could run
It
through
says
like
cliffs.
Your
Your team is
Spectre
bad. We're not all
Dagger.
hallucinating
Your
it.
Spectre Dagger.
I feel like the
Yeah, you
the
pretty much-
farming safe lane centaur just became like a lot more legit.
It did, yes.
Even off lane, like dude, the Aghanim's like the easiest item in the game to build up to. It's so easy to build up to if you're on a core roll.
yeah.
Yeah, like
It really
1,000
is.
gold, that's nothing.
You just go blink Ags.
Yeah, like a sheep, that's kind of hard. Like people would even go for like medallion or like Midas on centaur because like you don't really need anything after blink. If you use your ult, if you have your ulti, a
Yeah.
force is really nice, but it's not necessary.
Don't forget the damage reduction too. Like you can double edge people
Yeah,
while
yeah,
you're
that's-
stampeded and
Also,
barely
Refresher.
scratches you.
Refresher becomes a lot better on him.
Oh yeah.
Also, I was
Double
thinking
stun,
since
double
like
ult. Double ult would be huge at the Ags.
people
Yeah.
already kind of like picking Centaur with like summon units, kind of like Chen. People are running like Centaur Chen
Yeah,
right
you get,
now.
like, Chen
That sounds
units,
so
like-
good. You just
If
have
it-
like
if
Chen
that
creeps
works
running
the
to the
same way,
base.
yeah.
Like what?
Like if you have a refresher late
The
game,
Chen keeps running
you
over
just like
cliffs.
dive their base. I feel.
Yeah.
Insane.
You're taking 30% damage on everybody
You're-
like for 10 seconds.
And you're literally like running over like the high ground. It, like no
Yeah.
longer.
And they're all
exists.
moving
In
at like
towers.
100 move speed. Like,
Wait,
oh,
Also, I was
don't hurt
thinking
me.
if you're sieging, like say you're top lane, like
Okay.
Dire, could you just run away through the cliffs? If you pop
Trees,
ult, just
cliffs,
fucking take
etc.
off,
Does
fire.
etc. include like
What?
towers and like fountain and like?
Yeah,
I
it's-
noticed that they're
It's
obstructions.
literally
so-
everything.
Yeah.
That
You're
is
getting
so.
your Spectre Dagger.
That is so stupid.
But how many seconds is it? It's not that long though, so
Treat
you have to be a
them
little
well.
careful about getting
I
stuck
think
and
it's
shit.
5 seconds at max level, right? Or
I
it's
mean, you
around
can
there.
5-man cliff
Yeah,
jump
it's
on that
something
too.
like that.
So
It's
pretty
pretty short. I think it's like 3, 4, 5 or something.
It's around then, yeah.
wait, so I don't know. That just sounds so weird.
Okay.
Literally around
It's like quite a
They
bit.
Yes, cool.
buffed Chaos Knight.
Do you
Oh,
get-
you're loving that, aren't
Do
you?
you get a
Oh, I
flying
like that.
vision, or
You're
would it
loving
be the
that too.
same?
Oh no, you two are loving that. What's
Yeah.
Chaos Knight?
Yeah.
For the Centaur thing, would you get flying vision or no?
No,
I don't
no.
think so. It's
you,
like
you
it
still
sounds
get
kinda
vision of
janky.
whatever elevation you're
I have a
at.
feeling it's
So if
gonna
you
be-
do run up like a hill or a plateau, then yeah, you get the vision while you're up there.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess.
Also be really good for chasing certain heroes down, like Bat Rider, Brood Mother,
Brood does
Oh
also-
my
Storm
God.
Spirits that zip into the trees, anti-mages that blink into the trees. You can just fucking run at.
Let's just like say that like the skill potential for that ability is
It's
now
so
like
much higher.
through the goddamn roof. They probably could have made just the obstruction
wow.
change and it would have been pretty good already.
And then the damage reduction on top is just insane, actually.
Yeah.
Because usually you want like a
This
fast
one?
fight anyway.
That's what they were saying. You missed
Center
it.
heroes.
Wait, it's ass.
Yeah, that's you.
I didn't actually read
But
it.
mostly me.
What?
1 to 75. That's pretty fucking.
Chaos
huge.
Bolt. Yeah, level 1 stun, dealing 75 damage now
Minimum.
instead of
that's,
1 damage.
that's really
Minimum,
nice.
yeah.
That's really nice.
Pretty much.
They
I've
buffed
never
it all.
seen
They buffed
you-
it at all levels. It's insane.
Unless like you know we're
Yeah.
getting killed. I haven't seen you ever throw out a level 1 stun, which like.
It's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, you don't.
But like
It's
now
just
it's like
terrible.
you at least have damage,
Yeah.
guaranteed.
It's really nice because we've been running that
So
flag
something's-
hero a lot.
It's called Skeleton Walk. Why did I never
Yeah.
notice that?
I had no
It
idea.
used to be Windwalk back in
I was gonna say,
They
Skeleton
renamed all the
Walk, sick.
Windwalks.
Wait, since
to,
when
like,
can skeletons like go invisible and stuff? Is that like a skeleton thing? Like
Yeah, that's
bullshit.
You're
You're like a
You're
cool.
spooky.
No,
You're
ghosts
invisible.
ghosts go invisible. Ghost one.
Wait, so the deck attack cooldown, you were saying you could get 2, right?
So yeah, if you
That's all I was thinking.
dominate, if you have a Chen or a Helmet Dominator, you dominate a creep and you eat another one, start sieging high ground. After 25 seconds, you eat the dominated creep. You have 10 seconds of 2 death packs up.
Yeah,
That's actually good.
That's
Yeah,
that's pretty
You
insane.
hit the base.
Even like taking Roche. that's,
Especially if you have any like if you have like a Vlad's or something that's increasing your base damage.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Chen Clinks was also already good.
Especially
right?
with how the new Vlad's
Some guy in
works.
the Philippines.
Hello to the Philippines, I guess.
Because
So-
now you can kind of rat with Chen even better. You can like, or Chen and Clinks,
Yeah.
He's going.
like old
Alright,
Mochi.
let's
That
go
was-
down.
that's the
Yeah,
class
that's a
one
really
clock
cool
back.
Clockwork.
change.
Rocket flare, clock bus. I'm not gonna
I
complain.
guess that this is good for
I mean,
like when
it's not necessarily
you're
a buff.
smoke ganking.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Technically, it's going
You
slower.
just
you can get
scout the
less
map
vision.
faster too.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, it's probably more of a buff than a.
pretty. You're right. That kind of like just doesn't change that much. It's pretty nice because like
Sometimes, like
You
for
can-
example,
like,
it's the same like when people don't level up a spear breaker charge because they want to be going slower to get
Yeah.
there longer. Kind of the same.
yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, I like that. I still like I think like using it for like kills and like
You're
fun
loving
stuff is
Jen.
better. But one thing this actually does nerf. Right. God damn it. I'm trying to talk to Newsham.
Camp
Yeah, wait.
walking?
Camp walking. Yeah.
It's a lot harder to do now, yeah.
Oh, you have to relearn like all the timing.
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah. I don't
It's
know.
also a lot tighter.
I don't know how much that's gonna change, but it'll be a lot tighter, especially on Dire, where like the blocking radius is like a lot smaller. It's
Yeah.
like it's already like pretty hard to do. So,
Yeah.
oh, they really want people to pick
Yeah,
Crystal Maid.
Crystal Maiden.
I like Crystal Maiden changes.
She's so good?
That's so sick.
Yeah.
The ult is like not too big of a deal because you already like have trouble using it early on, but like if you do use it, you're gonna have it again so fast.
Yeah,
So,
that's really
is-
big for me at least.
I'm not a support player, but why would
Oh,
you
wow,
level?
the
Why
slow
would you?
duration?
Why would you level Crystal Nova up past level 1 now? Like, wouldn't you just go max Aura and then max Frostbite with
No,
this
I
change?
think
No,
the
it's still
slowest, like this is a 50% increase on the slow from
Yeah.
level 1 and 2.
I still think it's good.
Yeah.
You also level it for
So
the
what would
burst
this what would the
damage.
skill build be here then? Now.
It,
for, like,
and it's
Probably
obviously
just
it's still gonna
completely
be
depends on the game.
situational, but the potential for Crystal Nova, like
For the
especially in
most
late
part, it's
game,
the
is gonna be huge.
same. I feel like for the most part, it's probably gonna be the same, but like,
Like movement and attacks though 50% in late game, that's huge. Or like not percentage, but like
Is
reduction.
Crystal Maiden viable now? I don't know. What do you guys think?
they did a 1
I
second
think she's
cooldown
already like
reduction.
almost there, but
I
this
mean, we
like
saw.
pushing it back
I
for me.
think-
JC kind of
This
owned us
and-
with it. Remember?
Yeah.
I think Crystal Maiden's a good hero. It's just
It's
like
good.
hard to use.
I think the ulti change is also really.
I honestly
Oh,
think it's
man.
huge.
huge deal.
I'm excited for this next year. I'm so good at Darkseer.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool
Iron
already.
filtration increased. That's awesome. You can have a bunch of shells up now.
And
All of replica damage dealt. Oh yes! 45 seconds! Oh my god, the
Yeah.
wall is so shit.
this
at
was
level
kind of
one.
needed because you didn't even level your ulti at 1
No.
or at 6.
Oh, that's so huge
Really.
actually.
almost
Holy
never.
crap.
Yeah.
And they reduced the mana cost too. For level
Oh,
one.
yeah.
That's
this
awesome.
is.
So now it's like viable to get a level 1, especially.
Yeah.
Man, that actually makes me so happy. That's awesome.
But they reduced the damage a
Oh,
little bit.
wow, the
in
mana cost.
regions. But that doesn't matter. Like you mostly
I
would
mean,
want it for like the actual burst damage
It's
of walking.
yeah,
through.
that and then like just zoning essentially,
Mm-hmm.
like making a team fight. Like you can't fight here essentially. It's just,
Yeah.
it literally puts down a big wall. What are you laughing at, you smiley little bastard?
What? Keep going.
Okay, let's go.
There's
Keep
nothing
going.
going on.
Just keep going.
Any-
Poison touch damage, slightly
Is there
better.
some sexual things going on? Oh, I'm
There's
seeing
nothing
this.
going on beneath the
How
table.
many seconds does it take? I think it's like 12 seconds or 16. Poison touch, so it's like
Can they see
It's-
below the
Decent amount of
table at all
damage.
down
No.
here? Okay.
Very small.
They don't need to. There's nothing going on down
Okay, nothing. Literally nothing. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's-
Exorcism slightly better.
there. This, I mean,
Small, very small, but like,
we'll see if she fits the
early
meta.
early game pushing is going to be like a little
Was
better. because
there any
the main
notes?
problem in this meta, that, like the nerf, is the fact that all the forts, how they work now. Her old cooldown is so long.
Oh yeah.
that,
Yeah.
Like, if you can't get the tower in the first go, it's like really bad.
Yeah.
And you can actually like scale it early and like take a fight with
Yeah.
it decently.
I mean, just
I remember
percentage based.
a lot
that's
more damage.
Pretty big increase on the ghosts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a lot of people, like would literally just go 4-0-4 and
Yeah.
just farm, and just get ulti level 11 as soon
I
as
think
possible.
Mushu's the person to do that. But yeah.
But did they say anything about the disruptor kinetic field? Like,
Being
I
fixed.
hope they
I
fix
hope
it.
they
Hope-
fix
hopefully
that.
it's fixed
Fix
soon.
it.
'cause
Like, I
that's
really
like,
don't want to pick the hero.
Because that's like a big nerf to him. It's just
now
a-
that people know
it's
how
just
it
a
works
glitch.
too, instead of just like
Yeah.
accidentally breaking it half the time, yeah, it's pretty.
It's pretty stupid. It's like
I like that
breaking
change
the
though.
heroes.
So,
It's
yeah,
very
it's-
small. but
Dragonite,
just-
huge changes. Huge changes.
Breathe fire now also reduces base damage. Oh wow, that's like the Rubik nuke. That's
8
insane.
seconds.
Oh wow.
Corrosive damage is
8
now
seconds?
lethal.
Lethal damage.
Wow, that's
Wow.
I,
that's crazy.
think that works against towers too, probably.
Flash damage percentage radius.
Yeah.
Should.
So now if
And
you
the splash got a little bit better too. The AoE's a little bit
that's
higher.
that's actually
That's
huge.
good, yeah.
Holy crap! Because you would already use the breathe fire to do lane harass. Now you can actually use it to stop them from getting last hits.
That's
You can
good
just
point.
put it on them, deny creeps.
Counter pushing
Yeah.
too. I
Yeah.
mean, I use it on Ruby
Yeah.
to counter push
And
a
just
lot.
team fights, like 35% damage on like
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
stat heroes that are like tiny or something. That's
That's, like,
huge.
pretty
Oh,
stupid.
so sick, Earth Spirit. I can't wait to talk about it.
Oh wow! I
Like,
love
it just means he scales better late game a lot.
literally
better.
so broken.
And-
he's never
and
been
he's-
in captain's mode for like a year.
And he's a better tower pusher.
Physics
as well.
math man. He is big time.
Big time.
I really like
Smash.
Dragonite. So I'm
This
like
is
glad
really.
we got the one.
What do people max on Earth Spirit first? Do they do the boulder smash or the roll or the grip? I don't
Usually it's
even
the
know.
grip, I think. The
I
silence
don't
or
know. I wish we
whatever.
had Shibi here. He's like the Team Earth Spirit player.
I
Disgusting.
played a good amount of time. Or
I think people would max the grip because it used to scale. Because this would scale
Yeah.
and this wouldn't.
Yeah.
So now they both scale really terribly. Actually, this
I
is so much less
think
damage.
he
at
would
level
actually
7.
get the stun now instead. Like on support Earth Spirit, I sometimes would go like 2-on-2 or something, like something along those
Yeah.
lines, because you don't really need this. Like when you're a core, usually you max the silence with the damage, and you're gonna get levels anyway. But when you're support, sometimes you actually need the extra stun earlier on. So
Yeah, I agree. It's-
I don't know.
Magnetize
I just don't like that
Thank
hero, so it's hard,
God.
hard to talk about that hero. I
That
hate
spell
it.
was so stupid.
Yeah, that
Wait,
was
what
so
is it? Magnus
stupid.
gotta be
Can we
spelled
dispel
good.
spells?
Oh my lord.
Why couldn't that get dispelled in the first goddamn place?
I don't know.
Hex-
Hex
Hex
not
not
interrupting
interrupting
rolling
rolling.
boulder if cast during the initial.
Okay.
Oh,
thank
Oh
God.
yeah, I've seen because that's how wasn't there
He's-
another spell that used to work like that, and then they fixed it.
I think it used to like never cancel.
I'm trying to think of another spell. There's definitely something else that used to work like that. Oh well, regardless.
Whatever.
So Echo Stomp got buffed. This could actually be pretty huge.
I don't think so.
But-
I think that's I don't
I think the cooldown is the bigger thing there.
I think the hero's still not very
I think
good,
he's still
but
not very good.
Yeah.
I think
well,
that's gonna-
it
It depends on the meta.
Yeah.
I think that'll help. Yeah, it does.
I mean, it would have been
help a
pretty
lot.
good in this fucking meta that we had now, but it's just like
Well,
so
if the
hard
meta-
to use.
I think it'll.
Because it was all about
switch to, like,
stats
grouping
and
up.
fucking
Yeah.
edge
Well, if
That's
that
true.
set is terribly good again, because he kind of bounce terribly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
If there's like illusion.
I haven't really read that.
Chandra's got
that's
buffed again.
Untouchable,
Untouchable is
is
10
now
extra
10
level.
better. Enchant can now be cast to refresh the enchantation. That's,
That's
really
good.
nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
That's huge, actually.
I think this is the biggest one.
Impetus
'cause
now pierces
Oh my-
spell
that's
immunity.
massive.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
Why?
now she's actually like.
She can be like a
relevant.
semi-carry hardcore. Yeah.
That's
It's huge.
Dude.
that's really.
But the range that she fucking has, it's insane.
I feel like. Yeah, I really like that. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say anything.
Gotta brush up
We'll
on
talk
your
about it
defenses.
later. I really like that.
It's just like so much more of aggressive hero now.
Why do you have
It's
like
really
some
cool.
strategies in mind?
No, I just.
It's always been a really cool hero. It's just been really shit late game.
Yeah.
Really, really shit late game. But now you can keep a creep going.
I mean,
for
look
a
how
long
good
time.
Plop and Lena are just from that
Even
alone.
if just for auras and shit. Like
Yeah,
you can actually
yeah,
like,
that's
keep
true.
it around.
That's true.
God.
You get some mud golems.
Yeah, just throwing with the
Easy,
stuns out.
Easy.
I mean, some teams are already picking Enchantress occasionally instead of
Yeah.
Chen if
Yeah.
Chen gets banned.
So.
Midnight Pulse cast point improved.
Small
that's-
buffs, Enigma.
Okay.
Black hole now does constant damage. You see, I never understood that.
It was farther
Oh,
away.
regardless
than
of
this
proximity
damage.
to
I mean,
center?
like I knew how it worked, but I mean, like I never understood why that was. I guess it's just like a.
The idea of a
It's just
black
like the
hole.
idea of a black hole.
So it sounds like they want you to level it up now. Instead
Yeah,
of-
So
exactly.
What is?
That's what
Are
I-
these the maximum from the old one? They don't put the old numbers on.
I think
here.
it's just a different value.
Or is it just
I
in the
think-
middle somewhere?
I think
Like
they're
some
just-
average or something. I don't know.
Probably some average. Maybe it's just max damage on. Who knows?
It's-
I just know it was like the damage honestly wasn't that noticeable. Like,
No,
so
it was
honestly.
like nothing.
This next one though,
This
I
is
already
ridiculous.
really like gyrocopter support
Rocket
specifically.
Barrage
So
no longer has a cast point. Oh my
it's pretty
god.
Like
I
boots
think
first.
you're gonna
Boots
see
first,
a
support
lot of.
gyro.
I think you're gonna see a lot of dual off lanes with gyro.
Call
honestly.
down missile, no slow duration improved.
It's the second missile that hits the
This
slowest.
completely breaks the hero. If you ask
What,
me.
call down missile?
Call down missile 2 is
Yeah,
already
Rocket Barrage is
insane.
okay,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
no, but seriously, Rocket Barrage, that is such a big change.
Yeah.
I mean, look what happened.
Damage
to
is
Edict.
slightly
Is
higher
that-
than previous
So who?
max on Enigma,
Edict.
so it is
That
a
guy-
buff
oh, yeah.
damage
He's
with buff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of
it's,
irrelevant.
it's like the reverse of that.
Yeah.
That was like kind of the only reason he wasn't like the best hero at level 1 is because you had to just like stop for like a second
Yeah.
to start Rocket Barrage, and then people would just scoot away from you.
I mean,
or,
here's like
stun you.
Lion, shit like
Beast
that.
Master equals
so
first
horrible.
pick, first bin. Yeah, maybe. Inner Vitality, pretty strong now. That's actually, the range is like a huge deal. And the cooldown's like really nice. Like you can use it a lot
Yeah.
in a team fight.
He's
A
already
lot,
picked
a
up
lot.
somewhat. I know
Yeah.
Summoner's Rift
Summoners, if they love that,
likes to
hero,
pick him.
Yeah, Banana loves.
I think it's a good hero.
It is. It's just situational is all. Has
So,
counters.
Invoker
Invoker.
in gain increased. Invoke no longer triggers cooldown.
I really like that
Does
one.
that trigger-
Ability slots.
Does it cost mana though?
Oh,
I
probably,
think-
it'll probably. Cost
I would
mana.
think
You
it
think so?
shouldn't if they're trying to. Why would it cost mana and not
If you're not invoking
cooldown?
I think it should still cost mana.
It's gonna still
If
cost
you're just
mana.
swapping,
It's gonna cost
Yeah,
I
mana.
don't know. I feel like that's
It's a very small mana cost anyway.
It's a small mana cost. It's gonna cost mana because the whole point is to swap your abilities
Sunstrike
around
cooldown
for like random
decreased.
combos.
Oh, I guess it
Combos.
actually
Combos
does
and shit,
matter.
yeah.
It matters a lot. It's
Max
really
level
it's like
Deafening
it's
Blast
actually
is
huge.
now non-targetable circular wave and released in every direction. on
It's
Pokemon.
basically
Basically
like
means
the,
it scales better late
Oh,
game.
It's like
that's
the-
kinda cool. The Roshan.
Yeah,
that's cool.
exactly. Same
Yeah.
thing.
A lot of background noise.
Oh, I really like this next one.
I think
It's
Invoker's
just
like
convenience.
buffed pretty hard by
What-
items.
what are you
that you see
doing?
later.
Holy shit.
I think Invoker in general has been.
Do you mind?
Literally streaming.
Invoker in general will be like buffed just solely based off items that the new items introduced.
Yeah.
So
actually,
Blink
like, a pretty
Dagger
big deal.
Invoker, you're gonna just Ravage or something?
Corey,
Yeah.
you always like to fuck things up, don't you? You always like
Okay.
to.
This next one's just
Wiz
convenient though. I like it
doesn't
a lot
matter.
actually.
Yeah.
I think it
Oh, that's
it
that's
kind of
convenient.
matters
It
because
matters.
in a clutch situation there was a
That's
lot of times
quality
when you would
life
like
change.
you would
Yeah.
like misclick
It's really good.
trying to just do it so fast. It just makes it way
And if
easier.
you
This
use
is just like
quick
another
cast-
one of those things that should have been in the game.
Kind of, yeah.
I guess is now.
Yeah, that's just like red.
Hero based strength,
Slightly buffed his mainly just his ult.
high duration. Ooh, I like that actually.
It's kind of nice. It's like it's not huge, but it's kind of nice.
Okay, so here's a big one.
Yes, please.
It's really
Blade
not.
Flurry cooldown increased.
It's also kind of buffed actually. The Omni Slash is buffed and the Blade Fury is buffed and nerfed because I'd say it's even more so buffed because
Yeah.
it no longer just removes the passive or the positive buffs.
So before like Bloodlust and stuff. it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
can
Power,
spin
all that
power. Yeah.
You would spin it off.
Omni Slash no longer mini stuns
Kinds of
on
things.
cast. That's pretty nice because you can actually just TP away from a Juggernaut now. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's like amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I do think his ultimate is still really bugged, and if you're running fast enough, you can still ulti people from like twice as far away.
But consider this
But-
like one of Jug's like big things was he could literally like if somebody was just TP away from me, BKB TP, you could interrupt it.
Yeah, I
Like,
did
you
earlier
could interrupt
today.
Yeah, you can't do
BKB
that anymore.
channels.
Yeah.
on it. You can't anymore.
Yeah, I know. I'm
That's,
saying
that's huge.
Then
saying-
you would just run people down and they wouldn't be able to just
Yeah,
TP out. Now they can just
exactly.
TP out away
Yeah.
from you. It's,
Yeah.
like,
I'm
it's
saying
just like a Bloodseeker. You just like TP
Yeah,
out.
I really like.
I really
Yeah.
wish
Oh, yeah,
they would
he-
just fix his ulti though.
I wish too, yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
they did. But you can actually just like stand on a creep wave when he starts to run you down. It's like, okay, buddy, just TP. TP on the creep wave.
That's a good
It's
point,
not on
actually.
you? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What? Oh, thank you, Corey.
And the healing ward, I wonder how much 30
Jump,
move speed's
jump.
gonna matter.
I think it's like semi-relevant. I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
I think
it's
it'll
30
also
less-
mean-
have an impact.
It's mainly relevant for things that are like trying to kill it, like when you're trying to micro it around against like a Venom Ward or like a board or PL illusions running out of shit like
Yeah.
that. It's gonna be a lot harder to like keep it alive.
Yep.
And you can't
Oh.
just hide with it so easily.
Yep. Okay.
I
Man,
like Big Chop.
This is
Call of
your
Duty.
hero here.
Yeah, you can
I love Call
you can just go ham with this one, bud. It's all you, bud.
So the mana leak's like a huge deal because the late game mana leak, like level 4, it has a huge range. So being able to spam it out on just tons of heroes all the time is a huge fucking deal.
What's the
It's already
duration
pretty-
on it?
It's really long. I think it's like
It is.
10 or 12 seconds or something. The chakra magic thing is really cool. There's gonna be a lot of fun crap you can do with that. Like, you can do a lot of clutch things like saving your cores. Like, say a Quab just blinked in and she's like about to die because of it because there's like a bad
Oh
blink.
my lord, she can just.
You can just like fucking
Yeah.
use it on her and then I can blink again right now. I'm fine.
Jesus.
Or like you're an anti-mage or something, you can just give him like a double blink. It's things like that
Oh,
like
yeah.
can be huge. Or like if something's like really close to being off cooldown, and you like really need to like chain stun or something, you can just give him like a double stun basically.
Coddle
Yeah.
Techie, so sick.
Shit like that, like
Put
it's
down
huge.
so many mines.
That's like really really fucking cool. And you could just like just for laning phase like in general, you can just like have like
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
spammable shit like coming out faster and faster.
What do you put on Skywrath?
What?
It's like kind of small, but like if you put on Skywrath early game, like a laning stage.
Something that I think would mainly for like the
I
slower
don't know if you'd
silence,
want to
but-
pick both those supports together though.
No, I know. I'm just
Kind
saying.
of lack lockdown
Like
and
a
like.
pub or something. Or
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sounds pretty annoying. Randomly
I
get
think the
blasted
biggest
by,
thing
like,
it's going to be
three
for is
orcs
like for
super
like escapability spells, and then for like chain
Yeah.
stunning.
quick. I agree.
Here's with like low cooldown, so does like use it on Alina, she can double stun somebody
Yeah, easily.
easily. So yeah, that's a really cool change. I think Call's like and Illuminate's really
Catalina
nice too.
already sounds pretty appealing, honestly. Like an
Coddle's like I already love that hero so much. Like seeing a few more buffs like puts it over the edge for me in a lot of ways. So
Yeah.
especially that chakra magic one, that one's really cool. It's gonna be really fun to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure
Like,
something out there probably.
The main thing is going to be having people that know how to play around it well. Like being able to like coordinate around that spell is like going to be really really cool. You can do a lot of cool stuff.
I'm really
Okay.
glad Kunkka's getting
Kunkka.
buffed. He's sick already.
Nice little buffs to him. Really, it's going to be a lot better to play, a lot easier to work with.
Kunkka no longer turns to cast Torrent. Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty ridiculous.
You can't just
You
like
can mind
obviously
games
know where
people
he's
with
going to
it.
torrent.
Yeah. It's not like, oh, it has to be along this line.
Yeah.
Kunkka or Torrent cooldown reduced. Exponential spot mana cost
This is
reduced.
pretty big, I think,
That's
for
huge.
roaming.
That's huge for support Kunkka.
Yeah.
That's like this is like Ice Frog saying that he just like wants a lot of heroes to be like played as like the 4 support role.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
very
glad.
nice.
It makes the game
Options.
really awesome.
Like it buffs him as a carry too. It's like obviously.
really does.
So
Yeah.
this Legion 1 Commander one I actually haven't read it yet.
Range of Courage, counterattack chance increased. I don't know why that ever scaled in the first place.
Yeah.
Range of Courage lifesteal from 20%.
So it's
okay. So it's
big at
better.
level
It's better
one.
at level 1.
Yeah. Overall, it's
Okay, so this is just it's like a 1-point wonder now. It
So
looks
now you're
like.
jungling
Cooldown.
pub.
it's just the cooldown
Let's
that's
see.
worse
Oh, yeah,
now.
yeah.
But
Better than Nags.
Oh, maybe it's not a 1-point wonder. Actually.
Not anymore.
Should have read that.
There's more.
Added
1.1
an Aghanim Scepter, upgrade to Legion Commander, do last until. What?
Yeah.
yeah. This is actually
literally a permanent stun.
This
That's
is
how it used to
insane.
be.
Yeah, this is actually insane for like if you don't have good enough lockdown to like kill someone, you can just like run away from you. It's like, well, now you do.
It also end if there are more than 200 parts. If you do like a chance
Did I
deck.
just puke? I rocked a
it'll
wicked
stop-
piss.
it'll
How's that a big
stop
deal?
that.
Yeah.
So can you just build really tanky and just like permastun someone if you really want, like a
Pretty.
Slurk?
Yeah.
Sounds pretty nice,
That's-
honestly.
Yeah, it'll be really good against heroes like Slark.
That's
That
like
makes-
that's like ridiculous.
I think specifically an offlaner, like a much more I don't know,
Yeah.
appealing pick, honestly.
Yeah.
Like carry
Like,
it's
I keep saying I love building Aghanims on offlaners because like
It's
you
easy
can
to
like
build
make
up.
space and like still build it up. because
Yeah,
you
the
can
build-up
die
is
and you
super
can
nice.
keep the goal.
Most of the things are like very small, like nice stats to have
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
like want in
Agreed.
general. Most heroes. So
Oh, let's go to Lesh. Did he
Lash
get
is
buffed?
cool. Yeah.
Don't tell me he got buffed.
Small
He's
buffs
already
here
so
and there.
good.
Let's track movement speed increased.
Oh my
Immediate
God.
lightning storm cast point is better. Lightning storm slow duration is now increased 1 second, 1 full second at max level.
This hero's already like getting a buff by
That's really
items.
small, but that's
So, like,
actually still.
His skills been getting buffed too is like just a cherry on the top.
This is like the Lena.
That Helm guy is gonna be so sick.
Okay,
now.
no goddamn popcorn on stream, Shavy.
Ice Armor cast range and chain the chain cross projectile is pretty
Shavy,
important.
we're
for
not
Lich.
sponsored by Target. You can't bring that on stream legally.
Ice Armor cast range is like very small, not too big of a deal. It's nice
Yeah.
for like when you're defending a tower, you don't have to get as close to try to put an ice armor on.
Yeah.
Kind of
This
scary.
Yeah,
is
that's small.
nice.
Chain frost is pretty big.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like a very slight amount, but it,
They,
like,
they
it could
already
mean like
increased it, didn't they?
it could
It's
mean like a
wasteful.
few extra bounces every team fight, just because you're not gonna be able to split just as easily as you could before. Like,
Feast is now considered normal bonus damage, dude. Okay, maybe
So
couldn't
you
you
can
just
crit-
like one hit someone from full
Yeah,
health
if you
with
crit
that?
they're tanky enough.
How?
Yeah.
If they're tanky enough,
How?
You crit.
Just
with
normal
like
damage.
Deso and you like crit off of it.
Yeah.
Technically hit.
It's not- it's not
really
like
If
hard.
you like
extra
crit
damage,
for
it doesn't-
275% on like a
7%.
7%.
7% of
7%
of their turn health.
So that's like 25% or something
About
like
that. Yeah.
And then like with minus armor plus your regular crit, you
Yeah.
could like crit someone for like
It
70%
just
of
it
their
just
health.
gives Lifestealer better options late game now that you
Yeah.
can buy a crit.
Also gives them better options early game, like cleaving,
It was a Campbell's soup. Oh shit, are we sponsored by Campbell's?
especially like for farming ancients, things like that.
Yeah.
That's
and
true.
the Aghanims here is you can eat a hero instead of jumping in them, you can have them jump in you. And
Granted. What?
Yeah. It's like a
so
mind game.
they can
It's
jump in
smaller
you.
hero.
They'll heal anything you heal. They can jump out to deal damage like he does.
So you can pretty much suck in a weakened unit and like heal them up by hitting people or some shit like that, and then they can come
Yeah.
back out or something. And do
I
No.
wonder if that like I remember Bird was doing a 4-roll life stealer.
So can you jump like
I
two
think
people?
it says it's a new skill, so I'm assuming
You can have two people inside.
someone can jump in you and then you can jump in someone.
Oh
and you
my
can just-
god.
Right.
God,
train.
It's a Russian nesting doll. of
Yeah.
That's
healing.
actually hilarious.
And then a
It
wisp
is.
can relocate someone, and you jump in the wisp, and all of a sudden you have 5 people relocated
Oh, that's
at
okay.
once.
That's
Oh wow.
that's
Is
too
it 5?
that's too much. That's
Yeah.
overkill, dude.
What was
I
that?
think so. You have someone jump in Lifestealer, he jumps in wisp. That's
That's
oh, I guess
4.
that's 4.
I
Nature Prophet
yeah.
TPs.
I don't
There's
think
5.
I don't think that's good just because of how much overkill it is. It's like making it's like making a hero do like 75,000 damage a hit but have 1 HP. It's like overkill to the point where it's like not overpowered, just because it's so like ludicrous.
Lena nerf. At least they're trying to nerf her because she's like.
Aghanim's upgraded Laguna Blade no longer increases cast range. Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
That's important.
that's good because I feel
Ooh, I like
people
this next one.
people
Holy
are
shit.
figuring
It's the
her
first
out.
thing I read.
So,
Yeah, people are kind of, and Yule's got nerfed a
and
little
Yule's
too.
what
So
about nerfed? Oh, we'll see. I
100,
guess.
100 mana cost.
Lone Druid got big buffs.
Yeah, true form not being removed by death is actually huge for
Oh,
Aegis.
thank God. dude.
That's so big for
that's a
Aegis.
good point, yeah.
I've died so
Battle
many
Cry,
times
Damage,
on Lone
Marauder,
Druid because I
Battle
just
Cry.
die with Aegis. and
damage
then
increase. Yeah, that's nice. Aghanim's.
super
Attack
big.
at any range from Lone Druid. That's sick.
Oh my
That's
god.
pretty
And
insane.
you can't
actually.
die if
Wait,
Lone,
wait.
if Lone
Well, it's
Druid
What?
because Long Druid can get like 12 slotted, right? So that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is actually pretty
Oh my
big because
god,
late
that
game,
is huge.
you're not going to have 6 slots
that just gives you
of
like
items
two,
on your
like,
hero.
two heroes. Essentially.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
hey, do you want 2 heroes right now? It's like okay, I'll take.
Wow, that's actually really
Especially
sick.
with how they already.
I want to see how
buffing
people
there.
use that, honestly.
This is a hero that's gonna have like a really high skill cap.
Yeah,
Abner Bulldog's coming back.
yeah, big time.
So practicing.
Isn't Alliance owning? Already?
Yeah, but
He's
Bulldog's not on there.
He's not playing like
Well,
right
those
now.
clips because.
Oops.
Luna
Luna
based
got
on
an
armor.
armor.
One.
Clips per unit, 4 to 5.
That's really nice.
The
So
Ags is like a
Okay.
gyro almost.
allows Eclipse to be cast on
2500
area with
range is
within
pretty
2500
fucking
range.
insane.
And it's an unobstructed vision of that area. Imagine
No,
Roche fights.
obstructed. No, obstructed vision. It
Oh,
doesn't give
obstructed.
you.
Okay, but you can still just throw it in the Rush Pit, can't you?
Yeah.
So it says allows to be
Vision of
cast
the
in
area
on an
can also
area.
be-
So is that what's the range on it? The cast? Just like the range of a lucid beam? Or?
I'm sure you cast it on the area, then it's like the range of
2500 radius.
Oh, so the second you cast it, it just
Oh,
does it off
wait.
of you?
No, you can cast
No, no.
it within 2500 range, and
Yeah,
then it's
yeah.
like the actual AoE it would normally
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Right.
what the range
Where
is.
do you
Okay,
cast
I thought it just meant increases the range.
That also
to
means it's
see.
not going to move, so you have to like cast it in
Yeah,
a
yeah,
status
yeah, yeah.
class.
Yeah.
I guess that's like pretty good for like mid Luna.
I mean, if you cast that on like,
It's pretty good if your Alchemist gives you an ult. and you
Oh,
just
that
have, like,
too, yeah.
vision.
if you cast that on like
Oh,
a
this
choke
is-
point in a fight, that actually sounds really
Yeah.
sick. Or like,
And you can cast
especially
it on
Rosh.
other allies.
Yeah, I saw that.
What does the casting on allies thing mean? Does it have to be in 2500 range though?
I would assume so.
Wait, what?
You can cast on
It
other
also
allies.
has Any ally
This?
unit.
Yeah.
Just center the Eclipse on their location.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I would think so.
So
That's
it's
what
just
it
like
means.
that
That
means
means
that
That's like the
centering it-
old ults. Yeah.
Even while moving, can
Instead of
double
centering on
click
yourself, you
or
can center
target.
on somebody else within that range.
Split shot and mana shield are no longer removed on death. Okay, so
That's-
it just looks
again,
like, it just looks
Aegis.
like
Aegis.
essentially they're taking off like the toggles being removed on death, which just kind of
Yeah.
makes sense.
Ink Dota,
Yeah, Ink Dota got nerfed a little bit.
just a bit.
Geostrike
just a
damage
bit of a buff,
increased.
too. But I mean, divided by stand, the 20% faster. That's so big.
That's a big deal for me.
That's
so.
really big.
Yeah.
You could like
Yeah.
buy back and not give a shit because you're still gonna spawn like as fast as
Yeah.
normal people.
It's like having a Bloodstone for free.
Yeah, exactly. It's way too good.
Yeah, Marana. I'm excited about this change actually.
Yeah, I am too.
I swear this was like, I don't know.
Honestly, even if that's not like a huge buff, it's a very convenient. like,
Sometimes
yeah.
you would just like you would think you get the second
Yeah,
hit,
sometimes
and
you're
then
like,
it,
oh,
just,
I'm
it
within
wouldn't.
range.
It's like sick.
Yeah, and you'd have to make yourself really vulnerable.
Yeah.
Too. Like this, I feel like you can now walk
You
up
can
to
just
people.
kind of nuke
You
someone.
can like auto the if you hit an arrow, you can auto them and walk between autos and cast a starfall.
Yeah, I
Before, if you wanted the double, a lot of the times you'd have to leap in,
on them, which means you
and
don't
then
leap.
you're
yeah.
really committed and really vulnerable.
Yeah,
Yep.
especially
That's,
against like
like, a pretty
zoning.
big
Like
change.
if you're like 1v1ing or trying to zone like a melee hero,
That
if they ever try to come up and hit you, you can just starfall at any
We're being
point.
told to click the
like,
link.
They're in melee range.
Is it pornography? That's
don't
the
click
question.
the link.
Don't click the link.
Don't click any links.
Okay. If it's pornography,
Please.
I will click the link.
Is there
Okay.
is there a mod that can like remove links if they're like bad?
Well,
Hope there's a
clock,
There is.
clock, clock
We don't
tower's
have
in
it
here.
set up right now.
Clock tower's in
Okay.
here,
Adaptive Strike now has a speed projectile.
I don't know.
I think. Is
Oh, this is, I guess,
It's
to
a nerf
counter the
adaptive
Yes.
strike.
5-second instant.
Alright, someone
Sounds
said
done.
Ags, Morphling, and Sniper has 6 shrapnels. I want to know what they're talking about.
Okay, Axe
Okay, adaptive strike now is a projectile. That's pretty good.
allows Morphling to get to target an ally, turning himself into a hybrid illusion, removing the Morphling himself. This hybrid illusion can cast non-ultimate abilities and has your original attributes last 20 seconds. When the duration ends or the hybrid dies, your hero emerges, cannot end prematurely. Click on 140 seconds. Okay. And it cost is actually really high.
Yeah.
That's kind of
It
silly.
seems-
It's already high.
seems-
So, can
So
you
wait,
turn
wait.
into Terrorblade?
So it has
Thing
your
is, it
so it
only
has
lasts
your
20
original
seconds.
attributes.
Yeah, but
So
still.
you're telling me I can make a hybrid of a sniper with like 350 agility
Yes.
and then just peep a tower?
Yeah, and have 3
That's-
shrapnels too.
And
Screw the abilities, dude.
and you don't die if the hybrid dies.
Yeah,
You
I'm
just
thinking.
emerge
I'm
from
thinking
it.
of all the you could. Wait, no. Does it count as an illusion?
Oh,
'Cause
big time.
can you take Roche with this?
So it's
big
another
time?
life.
Can you take Roche with this big time?
Into a hybrid illusion, so yeah, it's an illusion.
Oh, wait,
It's
you're
an
right, because it might be an illusion.
illusion.
It might-
It's
It
an
would
illusion.
Roche would
That means like here's
probably
like
pop
line
you
would
out.
be real exceptionally good. It's already good, but it's like exceptionally like any hex
Yeah.
heroes are
Yeah, but I
usually
mean,
heroes.
then you just don't get access.
Dude, they're buffing all these aghanims. I'm gonna love the
Oh.
offlane aghanims.
Eventually every
Easy.
hero's probably gonna have an Aghanim.
Did you link it in chat?
Yeah.
So I know to click
Let's
on
get
it.
there.
Alright, they want you to show this on stream. It's worth showing.
What is it?
It's for Morphling.
It's actually worth
420
showing.
Jenkins.
It's actually worth showing.
Make it full screen.
Well, I don't know what that's gonna do.
So Morphling made a. Morphling
hybrid.
became a life stealer.
Life
The life stealer ate him, jumped in the storm.
Oh, the storm's on a bomb with a. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, someone jumped in the Morphling. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, the Morphe.
Oh,
Because
wait,
it-
he
because-
assimilated
Because
somebody.
it's not using the actual ultimate ability.
Then
it's
he
using,
assimilated the Morphling hybrid.
It's using the consume, which is like
Okay, so
not
there's-
part of his.
I have a feeling that'll probably just be changed really quick.
There's
Yeah,
just
it
4
happens.
people
Add it on
in a
abilities?
storm.
Yeah, click this, and then drag it all the way to the left.
Yeah, I know
There
how
you
that, I know how it works.
Okay.
Okay, go back to
Go
the
back
box.
to
We saw it already. We're good.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
So
That's,
Naga,
So here's how
this
it's
is
sold.
pretty big
That's
now that
actually
Ensnare
really
is
big.
dispellable.
Can I ask a
not
question?
flashes.
Yes, you can ask a question. But you can.
Anyways,
You don't have to stall.
now that carries have a way, because before if you're a carry you can't really get rid of net because you're not going to buy Ghost Scepter for that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nice.
Or-
And it's not removed by Ghost or Ethereal, like Pugna, I
Oh,
guess,
yeah.
Ethereal Blade, whatever.
Wait, what can you dispel it with now? Just whatever.
Just anything
Oh,
normal.
Diffusal?
Like
Yeah.
BKB will take you out of net, that's like
That's
huge.
cool. Yeah,
That is
that's
huge.
really
Oh
huge.
my lord, that's huge.
There's an Ags upgrade, gives your allies 6%
Wow.
maximum.
That's pretty
HP.
cool.
So that's kind of like, I guess you could turn
Reset
a team
the fight,
fight,
yeah.
really close team fight, you pop your ulti if an alchemist gave you an axe, or you have one, I guess, and like turn it around.
I wonder if
Somebody's
Ice
saying
Frog, if Ice Frog went through and then added all these Aghanim buffs just to buff Alchemist.
So
so
I mean-
Alchemist sucks dick.
Yeah.
Somebody like talking about Morphling and Lone Druid, saying that you could summon a bear.
Oh my god, you could.
Oh,
Lone
yeah.
Druid.
Would it
I
last
wonder
while
if you
you're
can
not
keep
a
it.
bear?
I would imagine no, because when you lose the ability on Rubik, you don't keep the bear.
Yeah,
Good point, yeah.
Yeah.
but it could be huge. Like, I guess it
Sproutcast
would it
Strange,
have no
you-
items on
I
it.
actually
guess it
really
would
like
have no
that.
items.
I thought Sproutcast Strange
Yeah,
was always
this
a bit
is really
short.
good.
That's pretty
Because
cool.
now, because
Bulldogs
before,
would
like
be
you,
so
would-
happy, look at
if you
this.
got in range
What
of
you-
Sprout, you would just like sometimes you're out of position at that point and you're like
Yeah.
dying for it.
Yeah.
Spirit
Duration increase, that's nice.
Slight
This is pretty big for
That actually is
jungling.
really
Yeah, that's-
big,
that's
especially for laning.
that's
And with the new Aghanim's.
Yeah,
Jungling.
harassing supports
Yeah.
if you're like off laning or
Okay,
whatever.
Wrath of Nature now spawns.
What?
a vicious clutch.
Yeah, this is.
Unit? Wow.
Whenever,
Yeah.
And if
Everyone
you kill a
spawn
hero, it
stronger
gets a
Wow.
It was spawn a stronger trade.
A little strong guy.
Why? Why? It helped too.
Axe Refresher.
It's gonna be really funny in pubs just seeing people turning the fucking trance into
Yeah, that's actually
I'm waiting for
hilarious.
a Nature's Prophet rampage with an Ag ulti.
Dude, it's
And
so
it's just like-
easy. It's so easy to get Aghanims on Profit that hero
Yeah.
farms so quickly.
It's like Night
even
of the
on
Living
It's
offense.
just gonna make
Trance.
it even more annoying to deal with the split push.
I'm really curious
Yeah.
what this next one
Because
is.
now there can be treants in every fucking lane
Yeah,
pushing
it's
it.
literally.
Have you guys
just
looked at the
pushing everything
notes yet?
except
Like past this? I'm curious if Stalker's getting buffed or nerfed.
No,
yet.
I
I'm
haven't.
actually really curious.
Oh yeah. Boyd
Slight
got
buff.
buffed.
Slight
I called it. I called it, dude. I called it, Mont. I told you he'd get buffed. I didn't say wouldn't get touched except for a buff. I knew it, dude.
Right.
Hey, Nyx has some weird
No
changes.
This
longer
is
Moose Vendetta.
Really
What?
strange.
So he
Okay.
can burrow basically like he's a
Eggs.
lurker or something from StarCraft. And he can cast his spells, I guess, while he's burrowed. So stun and mana burn got extra cast range. And then what is the
Unable to move an attack, but has 40% damage resistance, which is really nice. Regenerates 1% of his health, and then second, so he's just like a static.
yeah.
unit, basically.
He's like
Oh
a,
wow, Spike Carapace.
But he's
Holy
also
shit.
have better abilities too. Like his burrowed, I think his mana burn and impale have 50% increased range, so you can like.
So
Although you're static, you have more range on your shit to just like throw
yeah,
shit
Casting
so
out.
I foresee
Vendetta?
if you have like a blink
Oh.
dagger,
You become
you
like a
blink
fucking
in,
like, siege tank. Dude.
impale
You really
people.
do. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. Do you just like siege up outside of a
Yeah,
base?
you just like burrow
Like,
up
yeah.
and just fucking go ham.
It's like a lurker basically.
Yeah.
Kind of is.
Like, or if you blink in and impale, you can then burrow
Oh,
and
yeah.
then use your spike carapace and stun them again right after
I don't
that.
think it would refresh it, but might.
It
The
might.
cooldown is reduced, so it might completely refresh it, like do something weird. Impale cooldown is reduced from 13 to 9, which is a pretty big deal. Especially if you use the Caudal fucking chakra thing.
Oh my god. This is getting very fucking confusing very quickly. And I hear there's new items, so.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
It's only gonna
I
add more.
can't- I
Spike
can't tell
Carapace instantly stuns any enemy within 300 area effective without requiring them to hurt him first.
That's too much to read, dude. That's too many. Too
So
much.
basically, he becomes like some weird, fucked up, crazy shit on the ground, just fucking going ham.
I can't tell you how many times I've goddamn used Spike Carapace in Vendetta, and then just like, you just like die anyway because then your Vendetta's gone. You're like choosing between like stunning the guy who's like about to stun you while you're like Vendetta and you
A lot
walk
of
on a
movement
It's
sentry.
pretty much essentially like I'm just gonna do damage because I'm dead anyway. That's like, and now you can actually maybe survive.
Jesus, man, it's
Especially if
Doctor's
you're like,
gonna get
especially if they're
buffed.
just catching with the dust. You don't have to break Vendetta to like.
Yeah, exactly.
Cancel a stun or
That's
something?
what I'm saying. When you get revealed, it's
Yeah.
like oh fuck, and then it's like you choose between losing your movement speed and your invis,
Yeah.
or using Spike Carapace so they can't stun. So they
And
can't
then
stun.
you're just like
Bro, do you have a
there.
charger for this? The iPad, it's dying.
Is almost dead.
Manager,
Yeah,
do
but yeah,
manager
he
thing.
gets that's some really cool changes, and I like to see how that works out like
Yeah.
really bad. That-
I
that's really fun.
already really like that hero.
Especially as like an
Oh,
offhand, like you
what?
said, easy to build an eggs.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
That's actually the change they made in Han that
Yeah,
made
I
the hero
remember.
broken. And people
Purification
making it
pass
in.
point increase.
Well, it was the repel
Or
got
decreased.
buffed too. I think all of his ulti or all
All
of
of his spells
abilities
had more,
did.
less cast.
But this
it was
one
much,
is
It was much less than that.
this
though.
one I think was the biggest one.
I think it was
like,
even less than that.
because it's
I
pure
think it
damage.
was.
So
too.
I mean, that's still big,
Can we
but
plug it in
we'll
here?
see.
Can you plug it in here to turn it?
Oh, you're really chewing that. Holy shit. You okay?
Alright.
You
Oracle.
a little bit of a jaw problem there with
Oracle.
how much he was chewing.
I don't know this hero. Someone else.
Flames
Supports,
and
let's go.
Monster Juice.
Figure it out.
That's a pretty nice buff, honestly. Why is he getting buffed? Now target non-hero units. Okay, he can heal like bears, I guess.
Purifying Flames is buffed. Cool. Okay. False
Yeah.
Promise no longer makes
False Promise
target
no
invisible.
Oh wow!
Okay, that's why, because he's getting nerfed in other places, obviously.
Instead of only when first cast. Okay.
Boys, read the whole thing.
Yeah,
I'm
this-
trying to
False
figure out what's
Promise.
going on here.
False Promise now continuously removes debuffs and disables instead of only when first cast. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
That means it's really hard to fucking. You can't like lock them down at all. They're invisible. You can't lock them down.
They
though.
increased the cooldown by so much though. Jesus.
False Promise.
Yeah, that's
This
pretty
is-
That's
shame.
what made him.
I
pretty
kind of like
broke.
this
Yeah.
overall.
That's
though.
definitely a nerf.
Yeah, I'm
What
so
are you doing?
so sick of that
Thanks, you
goddamn
can hold
ulti.
it.
Yeah,
What are
it's
you
really
doing?
fucked.
Did someone say something about this? Him being in captain's mode now?
No, it's Winter's River.
Oh, Winter Wyvern. That's who it was.
That's-
As long as my
He
charge.
said
I
some
feel, I feel like
changes.
I feel like Winter Wyvern's.
I think he's kind of balanced.
It's like at an interesting point. I think he's balanced too. I don't think he's
The changes to him are really
Use
good.
my
so.
hands.
Here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, OD.
Guys.
So it's complete. The only change to OD is his Aghanim Scepter.
Mhm.
Now it doesn't get the bonuses it did before, and instead, I guess everyone that gets hit by it gets imprisoned for 4 seconds, or whatever level it is.
That's That could be bad.
Yeah, it's
That
kind
could
of
actually
weird.
be really bad.
We'll see.
Because
One thing,
like if you're trying to like. Okay.
it deals the damage before they get imprisoned.
Yeah, that's kind
That's
of.
kind of, I don't know. I feel like it would be good if it was the other way
Did I
around. Maybe it would be
probably-
too broken.
I must-
What do you
I-
mean?
I
Because
think
they're gonna regen all
I guess
time.
it would be too broken if it was the other way around. Because if you
Dude, do
hit
so much damage.
if you hit 5 people with it, that's 50 intel you're stealing.
Yeah.
Dude, maybe.
So maybe that's a little
that-
too much. On top
Okay,
of
actually,
everyone
wait a
having
minute.
10 less.
Because I think.
What about
I think,
refresher?
I think
People are getting
right.
refresher already.
Oh yeah, it's actually a really good point.
That's-
Could you imagine you're like the enemy team is like, or you're like split pushing, and then you like OD ult 5 people, refresher, OD ult 5 people, and
Yeah.
then you just like get the racks.
I think that's why it works that way.
I
It's 'cause
probably
refresher. I didn't even think about that.
because when you use it the first time, if you hit
Also,
5
since
people,
they're banished, you can
Yeah.
use it while they're banished.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
that's
shit.
Yeah.
That's-
so good.
I think that's
Oh
like
my
that's like
God.
good. That's like scepter refresher is pretty much what you have
what,
to build.
what's the multiplier level 3? Is it 10?
That's definitely why they
Yeah,
nerfed it.
it's
I
something.
think
It's,
it's
like
10.
it's like around.
So you hit 5 people, that's a 60 intel difference between you and everyone else.
It's
That's
like-
600 damage extra.
Oh wait, agility stolen?
Intel.
Yeah, or fuck, it's like 14 now. They buffed it.
Oh, is
It's a lot more
I'm
than.
looking
Oh,
at
is
it
it?
right now.
Yeah, I think it's 14.
Here, Google
It's a lot of fucking damage.
Oh god.
It's like
It
200.
hits everyone in the area.
Oh, so you can hide your teammates.
No,
Everyone
it
in
doesn't.
the
It doesn't
area.
actually.
After it deals
Okay,
damage.
it
After
says
it deals
every-
damage though.
After.
So maybe
After it deals damage.
I don't know.
That'd be
It's
something you'd have to-
ambiguous.
It doesn't deal
I
damage
think
to your
I'm
team.
pretty sure it would imprison your team too, because otherwise
Yeah.
I think that's like a shitty change. Not shitty, but I feel like it's way better this way.
No,
Just
I think
because that
that's-
stalls the entire team fight.
I
Well,
think
yeah, but you don't
it's-
want your
Okay,
teammates
so
to be
the-
stalled usually. You
I think
want
with
them to like
refresher
be
it's
able to
pretty broken,
reposition.
it's
But
broken
yeah.
with refresher. It's like situational.
The endurance is 8, 9, and 10, and then Receptor is 9, 10, 11.
Very
Are you
spiritual.
sure?
Well, the
That's-
scepter
I think
got
that's- I
the
think-
scepter's irrelevant now.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So
Oh no,
it's
that's
10.
the damage.
that's the
multiplier.
multiplier.
Well, we're
He's,
looking at
he's
the
talking about
infill.
the install
Oh,
Install
What's
from
in
refresher.
steel level 4?
13.
13,
So
okay.
I got
13.
buffed.
Okay.
Yeah, 13. So 13, and it's
I really don't
whatever the
think- A lot of
multiplier
damage.
is. It's a lot of damage per person.
Yeah.
It's like
8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
it's like enough to like pretty much guaranteed kill everyone who gets double ulted.
Pretty much.
Almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Unless they're like really far above the threshold.
Yeah.
Waning rift damage increased.
Okay,
Oh, wow, that's-
fire skirts now doesn't reveal the area for hits for 1 second. So it's like you can kind of track down invis heroes with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty
It's
nice.
kinda cool.
that's pretty cool.
I don't think it does invis reveal. Does it give vision right
It says
now?
obstructed reveal.
Is that what reveal?
Obstruction
I don't
reveal.
think
I thought it was
it's-
vision.
No, I think that's just. I
It's
think,
just
I think it
vision.
just reveals. It's like the old wisp balls,
Yeah.
Okay.
which is kind of nice because don't you
nice.
like wish that like when you're throwing
I
spirits.
definitely
into
throw
Roche,
spirits at
you could-
people. Yeah, I'm just like,
And like,
Shit, I don't know if that hit
and they're
anyone,
like
yeah.
fog juking you too.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty nice.
I mean, Phoenix used to be broken, but
For
it's
1
safe to say
second
he's
too,
like-
so that's.
Oh, here you go, Jenkins.
Oh yeah.
Suck.
Puck, I love
Yeah,
it.
that's
I'm
what I was-
loving Puck.
that's what I was talking about,
Waning
Jenkins.
rift
That's
damage increased at level 1,
I actually really like
which
that.
is nice because
Yeah.
because nobody
I really,
actually
really like that.
nobody like maxed it out. It's always like a 1 point wonder at least until.
Sometimes
Like,
you
it's-
get a
it's
second
second.
point
I mean,
early
when you're
on.
best
Depending
like
on who-
hop, yeah,
depending
it's like
on-
matchup dependent, but
Yeah.
I think this just makes it much better in
It's,
general.
it's,
Yeah,
it's like
exactly,
a little
yeah.
stronger when you're doing the early like when you're like level 3 or something or 2 and
Yeah.
you're like actually
Yeah,
wanna-
yeah.
maybe you try to like go for
Yeah.
like a one-on-one
kill?
fight and you like
Yeah.
barely die or something.
100
That could be the
damage is a
difference when you
lot.
like
Yeah.
actually get a kill.
Yeah.
For level 1 nuke, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
So
a lot of damage.
rot slow.
Especially how big the
Skip
AoE
it.
is.
Yeah,
What?
Skip this one.
The Pudge one? You can fuck
Okay,
off.
we're not talking about Pudge.
Okay,
I don't like that
20%, 22%. Scroll up, please.
24%, 26%. So
Okay,
2%
so
of each level.
that's like pretty huge, honestly, because
It is.
I don't know. I feel like he didn't need buffs. I think he was fairly strong in this meta. Like we were still like kind of figuring him out. I think near the end, like we had a good strategy with Pudge. Unfortunately, got nerfed. But I still think even in this meta, I think he's shit in this meta. But I still think he's good. You know what I mean? Like compared to the other metas, I think he's shit. And I feel like if the meta changes to like a ganking meta, and then he got the hook buff for 1, but then
Yeah.
the meta swung and he was bad. And then this change as well, like unnecessary change, I think Pudge is actually going to be like really viable for other teams, especially on support.
Yeah, because like, especially with how he's changing the gold values with hero kills being worth a lot more, it's like already going to be a lot more about fighting.
It's like you're literally just giving him like 6% more slow at max draw. That's like sick. That's like what Pudge wants. That's
Yeah.
awesome. It's just giving him more like chaseability. And I'm pretty sure there's like a max slow, right, that you can get to. Like you can only slow a unit to like, what is it?
100 moves.
190 or something?
I think it's 100.
I don't know. Whatever it is. So, like 6% may not seem like a lot, but if you can get that like on top of like
Yeah.
an Orb of Venom slow or like a Scotty slow,
or just like it slows from other
it
spells.
just slows from other spells. Like that's like
Mhm.
it's like it puts you closer to like the.
So it makes it that much easier to like chase people down
Yeah.
and stuff.
I mean, it's literally just a buff. I'm not gonna complain. It's like a
small
buff.
buff. Yeah.
All right,
Pugna has a lot of big
where's
changes.
Sunken when you need him?
Yeah, I was just thinking
Scrap
about
my
that
enemy
the
slow
entire time.
from 50%
Should we Skype
to
him in?
scaling. So basically, they made it all the scaling a little bit worse because they made the cooldown a
Oh
lot.
my god! Don't you want ice on the stream?
Did they change? Oh yeah, the cooldown. I
They-
guess
they,
it's.
they buffed the damage like the end of it, like the maxing it out is better, but for all parts pretty much.
Yeah.
And it comes also because the damage and stuff from his life drain is like higher now too. So
Mhm.
they have to like nerf it somehow.
This is pretty big, I think, the life drain damage.
Yeah.
And
a
the,
lot of damage
the
at level
cast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Agnum's no longer increases the life drain range, so it's like it's already like part of it that it's
Pugna-
increased per level. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah. Kind of curious. Pugna might be really good because have you seen like someone play Pugna in a pub and just like you're trying to kill a guy and Pugna's just like healing
It's
him.
really annoying. It's
insane
like, fuck off,
amount.
Pugna. Seriously,
Yeah.
you're pissing me off.
Like he can save people really
I would
hardcore.
knock you out, Pugna, you piece of
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, it's annoying, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I think that he, like...
He's also like with the new items. You haven't seen them yet, but a lot of them are basically gonna emphasize interiors a little bit more, like certain ones.
We are becoming League of Legends, my friends.
Kind of, yeah.
Basically saying that they'll scale better, and like this will. That's kind of what's his problem is gonna be. If they didn't nerf him a little bit, and the fucking ward is gonna be a big deal for like late game
Yeah.
against those kind of heroes that have, like less cooldowns or want like spell steal.
I already feel like Pugna was at a place where people just, like, hadn't figured him out because he was, like... I mean, the hero's fairly complicated now that you can, like, life drain
Yeah.
other people. There's so many item choices you can do. You can lane him, like, almost anywhere. Like, I feel like people didn't figure out, like, an ideal build for him yet. And then, like, buffing him as well. Or just, like, making these, like, changes.
Yeah.
If people figure him... I feel like Cloud9's, like, a sort of team that will, like, actually go out of their way to, like, figure Pugna out and just, like, go on with it.
I like this Ricky.
Or
cage.
Secret, maybe.
Yeah, the smoke screen
no one
reduces
slows
turn
attack
rate.
speed, now